Hi, I'm Edie,
I'm Judy,
and
and
together
together
we're the
we're the
Rainbow
Rainbow
Grannies.
Grannies.
Hey,
Yay! We
good
come
morning.
here on Saturday and Sunday morning, 8 a.m. Eastern Time. You see, we're just waking up, and that's why we have live coffee with the Rainbow Granny. We're also here on TikTok this morning, and now my brain stopped working. Why we're here, my
We're
baby
part of
love?
the LGBT plus community. We're here to support, give support, and have support, and we're also here to have a good time.
That's
We're
right.
here like when somebody wants to type us in questions and say, how long have you been a lesbian? We can answer that.
Yeah,
You
since
know,
birth. Okay, that's a quick one. That's an easy one.
yeah,
All right.
or does your community accept you?
Uh-huh.
Yep, yeah, we can
Yeah.
answer that one.
Uh-huh.
Or is all you got is rainbow clothing? Well, yeah, we can answer that one too. Or
When do you know you found love with each other? And that's a little tricky. When did anybody know
yeah,
they
well,
found love? I'd really
I'm
like
just
to.
trying to name off some of the questions.
Yeah,
Um,
I'd
but
like
now,
everybody to chime in on that one. So everybody who's joining us here, hello Zan, you are here because you're probably wide awake because you've had all day
morning,
over there in
Jackie. How you
Australia.
doing? Is that Jackie from Bel Air?
Ooh,
Jackie from Bel Air?
I
Jackie,
love the
I
hats.
tell
Thank
you.
you. It's rainy today, so we had to put
Okay,
hats on.
let me talk about Jackie from Belair for a
Okay.
minute, right?
Yep.
Jackie from Belair, Ohio has a really nice little bakery, right? And a little shop that she
Hmm.
serves like food and all that kind of stuff in it and everything. And I see her ad come up. I'm originally from Belair. And so I
Uh-huh.
see her ad come up. But back in the day, way back in the day, Jackie and I was both doing um, markets and craft sales and all that kind
Mm-hmm.
of stuff at the same time. And she made these
Oh,
big
okay.
old apples. She would make these apples that had like chunks of Snickers bars all over them and stuff. Big, great, big, beautiful apples. And I
Yeah.
see her soups and stuff, along with the fact that Jackie is a real big supporter of the local football team there, the high school football team. And then most of you know, when you live in a small town, your high school football team is pretty much, what you got going on. Everybody looks
Mm-hmm.
forward to
Oh yeah.
Friday and
Oh
Saturday
yeah.
nights and
It's a big deal. Everybody can come out for that.
yeah, keeping the kids. So knowing that you still do make them, that's great. So I just want to throw some support out there to Jackie for what all she does, you know,
Hey,
for the community. And
I like bakery.
you know what, Jackie? I never thought about this, but since you're here,
Uh-huh.
when Pride comes on
Mm-hmm.
the June, the month of June, you should make something specially drizzled with some rainbow sprinkles or drizzles or something like that. I'm not saying turn your whole shop into a,
Into a good big
big
pride
old
fest,
gay
but
pride, but just some kind of cookies, or something like that, something special, that because you wouldn't believe the people that
I mean, we buy rainbow bagels.
yes,
It's pride. Oh, look, they got rainbow bagel. It
right.
matters. It makes a difference. It makes it fun.
Okay, wait, rainbow, we have. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So she's also saying, I saw where you have lights at the field now. There was all these rumors going around that you couldn't have lights at the ball field and all that kind of stuff, but evidently it was not true. But I want to thank you for supporting the community, supporting us, and coming on. It's great. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
We've
good
got.
morning, everybody. Anybody that's new here that doesn't know who we are, I'm Edie.
I'm Judy, and
And together
together
we're
we're
the
the
Rainbow
Rainbow
Grannies.
Grannies.
We come on here every Saturday and Sunday morning at 8 o'clock in the morning to support the LGBT plus community and to be out there and have a good time.
And we're
Um,
live here on TikTok and on YouTube, so we're reading out what everybody's writing in both places as much as we can do that.
wonder
So,
why. Wait, did you
uh,
see what
she's having
Sweet
trouble
Marie?
blocking nasty people, bad people.
Huh.
They'll work that out, I think. I hope. So
I
we've
don't
got
know.
Lavender Ray. Hi, ladies. Good morning. Good morning to you.
Morning, Lavender Ray. Is there anybody else on here that is a
And
moderator right now on TikTok? How about you, Judy? You got your
and
phone?
yeah, I'll try
Okay.
it. And I want to say hi to Levi. Hello from
Hey,
Cleveland.
Levi from Cleveland. Yes, we're in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, home of the Steelers. I heard they did horrible last night. Oh, horrible. I don't know about horrible because I honestly didn't hear the score. I just heard they lost.
So
Morning. Robbie says, good morning from Baltimore. Okay. Did we have, let's see. I was looking to see if we had any more moderators.
Yeah. So what's nice on
Somebody, if you're
TikTok?
moderator, pin your message up there at the top for me.
Yeah. What's nice on TikTok is we have moderators who are able to like keep out the haters so that we can just have a nice, pleasant morning with our coffee, and somebody let you know that let's see. Oh, good morning. How was your birthday? This is travel agent Amy. Had a good birthday. Last weekend was my birthday. We did a lot of nice things. So, we went out to see a play over at
So,
Pittsburgh Playwright Theater Company. They had a play by August Wilson that they produced on the
Wesley
outdoor
seems
stage
all right
of
there.
the August
Thanks
Wilson
for the
House.
gifts. Anytime we see
Mmm.
gifts, we give kisses. I want to thank you all for all your gifts and everything, because every time you give gifts, that little money that you send, not all of it, I'm sure, because you know how TikTok is, it goes into an account. And at the end of the month, they send us a nice little check. And it's usually enough to buy a pizza or so. But, we want to thank you. I'm looking here for
So, um, yeah, other things we did. I'm reading the comments here instead of over there and over here. And
Sweet
so,
Marie type. Go ahead. You go ahead.
yeah. So other thing, oh, they're doing like, you can't see, but that's where we are on TikTok also. And every once in a while, they send gifts and put little hats on our heads, things like that. There we go. So my birthday also, I'm not a gambler, but I like watching the horse races. So I thought for my birthday, why not go to the meadows and watch the horse races and bet on them? And so we did that on my birthday, and that's not a very typical thing for me to do. But it was just, it was fun. Paid for entertainment, won some money back. The very first horse I bet on actually won. Did you know that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's great. Well, I
And then
guess,
in the second race, the horse I bet on won.
wow.
Yeah, but then after that, it went downhill. And then there were a
Yeah,
few who won, but they didn't place the way I thought they would place.
right. We went to the Meadowlands. Sweet Marie, I don't know exactly what's going on with that. I can't even see it on there. So
So,
yeah, Wesley, you and her talk and see if you can figure this out. And I don't know. I don't see anybody else on here.
so it is Sunday morning in Pittsburgh. A little drizzle in the air. It's not raining, but we had a nice rainfall yesterday. Right when I was going to go grocery shopping, bam, it rained. So, and our plants needed it. Yeah, we've had a very, very dry winter, or dry summer.
She's
So,
she's confused just because I'm working here trying to
yeah,
figure this out. We're talking and everything. So anyway, let's talk. Let's
yeah.
see.
So I saw you told me about something. I'm always looking, well, what's something different or new that happened in the gay world news, right?
Yeah,
So you mentioned that there was somebody, a hater, who said before Pride Month we should have a month for veterans and recognizing veterans.
that was
And
at
I thought that's great. We should have a month recognizing veterans. But Edie found a great response to that
yeah,
too.
there's a friend of mine on YouTube or TikTok or Facebook. He posted that, and it's that rock and roll guy. I forget what his
Mhm.
name is. I used to like his music until his politics went so crazy. But anyway, he said that there should be a whole month of celebration of veterans before the month of Pride, and we don't have a problem with that, you
Yeah,
know. So the guy that I know, he said, "Oh my God, I'm a retired vet." He says that means I'll get to celebrate two
too
months in
much.
a row. Yes, Kid Rock. It was like, yeah, that's pretty nice. That'd be like having, yeah.
Yeah,
So anyway,
yeah,
yeah, without
yeah.
getting too crazy about it, let's see if I can
Hmm.
bring this up now. So thank you all for joining us and hanging out with us. I don't know if anybody got
Yeah.
anything going on today. What's happening? We went the other night to see a comedian, a female comedian. Her name was what was her name?
Yeah, Bag Lady Sue.
Yeah, she
If
was
you've got
funny.
Bag Lady Sue coming to a theater near you, go. You'll
Hmm.
be in for a raunchy night. Funny as heck.
Yeah,
We didn't stop laughing.
this was
I mean,
grown
she was
folks funny.
funny throughout. She's got this down. She's been doing it for a while. She's got a character down, and we're just
Yeah, we were laughing.
laughing,
She was
laughing, laughing.
funny. It was definitely adult humor.
Yes,
Stay, Stacy.
yes, Bag Lady Sue, exactly.
Yes,
Bag Lady Sue.
yeah, and
Yeah,
I
and I
mean,
would say adult humor. You wouldn't want to take your parents or your children with you,
no,
adult children. No,
no,
I
no, no.
think it's like
Yeah, if you go
separate
with
up,
another couple
but
or something like
definitely
that,
go with friends who like a good time.
getting all kind of gifts. Thank you. So, good morning, Stacy. How you doing? Thank you very much, everybody, for the gifts. Let's see what's going on here. I'm gonna try to read this. I want to thank you for joining us on TikTok over here and Facebook over here because we're trying to run them both at the same time. Because as you know, um, YouTube, not Facebook, YouTube gets recorded. And so it can be watched later on. So that means that we don't do double show. We just do one big show. And we found
Right.
that using our TikTok like this, it adds so much more conversation. You know,
Sure.
people type so much faster in there. And, you know, so we're
Yeah.
able to share that.
We're really glad with everybody that comes on both platforms. Some folks navigate both platforms
It's
too as
amazing.
listeners, which I'm really impressed with. We know how tough it can be doing this. Okay, 2 weeks ago, said Little Bunny, I was in LA to attend the 40th reunion of soap opera Santa Barbara. The cast was so
Oh
nice.
my God,
Ooh, how you get
Santa
to do
Barbara.
that? How you
My
get to do
Yeah, but my God, how long ago has that show been on? It ain't been.
that?
Can you give us your names? I give you my names. Yes, my name's
And
Edie,
I'm Judy.
and we're
We're
the
the Rainbow
Rainbow Grannies.
Grannies.
We're from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. We've been together for 10 years. We've been married for three.
3 years.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
we got 16 kids. Okay, no, we
16
don't.
kids.
No, we don't.
I
We
wish
got
we,
two cats.
that would be
We
fun.
got Bill and Apollo, but we have three kids among us.
And
They're all
actually, as
grown up.
lesbians, I have to say we have only 2 cats. But don't worry, you don't have to send us any more cats. We're fine. We're
No, we're
doing
good. We're
fine.
good. Yeah. Well, our kids are all grown up. Her daughter's getting ready to turn 40. My son is 37, and my other daughter's 33. And then we got three grandchildren. So,
Yeah,
thank you for
so we're
loving on
doing
our
fine.
hats.
Life is good. We are in a nice place in our lives right
Yep.
now. And
I guess
somebody just,
yesterday we were on here and somebody saw a groundhog behind us.
yeah. Oh, our anniversary. Yeah, our anniversary is, ready? I know the date. Ready?
Hmm.
November 20th. Did I get it
Right.
right?
Uh
See,
huh.
I had to keep looking at our photo album to get that date into
Yeah,
my
yeah, yeah.
brain.
So when I
Hmm.
went to apply for my Medicare last week, which I didn't get to apply and take care of, that doesn't matter. But when I went, the lady
Hmm.
had her nerve to ask me my anniversary,
When you did what?
my Medicaid.
Oh, your anniversary or
Yeah,
your birthday?
no, my anniversary
With me?
because of being married and
Oh,
all that
okay.
stuff.
Hmm.
And so I was able to tell the date. But then she said, "What year?" And I said, three years ago. And she's like, "Well,
Yeah.
what year was that? Like 21?" I
Yeah.
told her, "I think so."
November 2021. See, I got it. I got it. Because for me,
Hi, Sam.
I was glad that we would just have to remember our anniversary on light up night in Pittsburgh. It wouldn't really matter what the
Yeah, but
date
it
was, but Edie
fluctuates.
remembered the date all the time. So I thought, okay, I better remember the date.
Yeah, thank you very
Hmm.
much for the new follows. Do me a favor, if you're not following us, make sure you follow down the line. I love to see that when it goes follow, follow, follow. Let's see.
Oh, AJ saying I'm still in
Pattaya,
Pattaya,
Thailand.
Thailand. Sending love to you. AJ, I
Well,
hope you're
thank you,
having a good
AJ.
time.
Candy Lee, you're in Pittsburgh too? Me too. Did anybody get to
Yeah.
see that video of us yesterday? Those we hadn't done. Okay, wait. Let me do this. Mary Irwin, she followed. Trish followed. Carla followed. Tammy Robbins followed. See how good. Oh, it's starting to rain. Let's see. Beautiful couple gives me joy and hope for my queer child.
Yes,
Well,
I hope
Corey,
so, Corey.
just let it out there. Don't hold back. Tracy making trouble. She just followed too. Thank you. And Candy Lee just followed. Thank you. And Corey's wife just followed. Thank you.
What's fun to
And
do in Pittsburgh? Well, I don't know.
Katina,
Hang out in the backyard with the Rainbow
CJ
Grannies. I think that's fun to do in
on a
Pittsburgh.
rainy day like today.
Hmm.
Marlo Wallace from North Carolina. Thank you.
Let
Wolf
us know if you
Angel,
see any deer
new
show up in the
follow.
background, by the way, because we like to see the deer, especially if they've got antlers. We want to make sure we're safe
Candy Lee
because they
says
do
she
come
loves us. She
around.
said we're crazy. Hey Terry, thank
Who
you for
said
the
we're crazy?
Candy Lee said we're crazy. I'm crazy, but I'm gonna tell you, Candy Lee, it is not easy to get that check. I've been trying to figure out for years how you get that nut money. See, there's people out there get nut money. They
Uh-huh.
get a check because they're just right on.
Uh-huh.
They know how to get it. Like they get the paper signed. And I
Uh-huh.
don't know anybody out there know who can get the sign. You've been trying to figure out how to get that too. I know everybody wants to figure out how to get the nut money.
Yeah. Yeah, here I'm trying to. We could, these comments are coming in so quickly. I love them. Oh, this is Corey's wife about her children. I love them, and they deserve to live unapologetically true to themselves.
You're right.
Here, here. Yeah, we say
Right.
we love our
And it
parents who
starts
love
with
us.
you. And it starts with you. You
You
know, by
know,
you loving them and showing everybody else that, these are my babies and I will fight you for them. That's
that's
it.
right.
Okay, there's Jackie saying, "Love you, ladies. I have a wonderful week. I enjoy following you. Thank you very much, Jackie. I appreciate you coming and everything. And when Rainbow Pride Month comes along, I'm coming down there to make sure I get me plenty of rainbow goodies. If you happen
Hmm.
to bake anything in between time that has any kind of rainbow zing to it, let me know. We'll come down and we'll shoot a video, and you can hook us up.
Here we
See
go.
you later.
So here we have a T-shirt here. It said I'm a T-shirt and been advising the GSA, which is Gay Straight Alliance. I think it said for 10 years. Everything rolled by so
Oh, I'm
quickly.
sorry.
Yeah, for 10 years. And that's good. See, yeah, my daughter started the Gay Straight Alliance in her school. And she did it because she knew a lot of kids, a lot of friends who were gay. And so all the straight kids joined it, but the gay kids were still afraid to join because they were still afraid to be out
So Binks
in high
is a new
school.
follower too. Bunnies, hi, how you doing? Let's see. Songbirds is a new follower. Boy, we got all these. Let's see. I don't know what
Ah,
that meant. That's why I didn't say nothing. Let's
okay.
see. I am thankful and came across your page. My
My
child is
child is
non-binary.
non-binary.
Okay, Corey.
Yeah.
Corey's wife. So, did you have a hard time when your child tried to explain to you about being non-binary, or did you just like say, "Oh, okay," and then hurry up and run to the internet and find out what
Hmm.
non-binary meant?
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah,
ladies, how you
because
doing today? Huh?
it's a whole new world, right? First we had to deal with parents having to deal with us with understanding that we were gay or bi. If we came out as bi, they had hopes that we would become straight. But if we came out gay, they had to understand, well, why? But now, if kids are coming out as non-binary or transitioning, and we're hearing the parents having a lot more trouble understanding it. And so that's why Edie's kind of asking, though, did you understand it right away when your kid came out as non-binary? Did you have to look it up? Did you have to ask them questions? And a word I want to put out for kids coming out as non-binary to their parents, if their parents don't get it, be patient because your generation, this current generation is coming out with and self-identifying even more specifically than we did when we were coming out in our youth. Well, in my youth. It's complicated for people to understand. We grew up in a binary world, good, bad, gay, straight, you know, funny, not funny. I mean, we came out in a binary world. We grew up in a binary world. Our language is binary.
Okay, no, they told me this is Corey's wife.
Yeah,
She said no. They told me in a nonchalant way, and I knew what it was. I had created a safe home. Now
great.
that's a wonderful thing. See, and that's what a lot of parents. I mean, you realize right now there's about 100 people in this chat. There's probably 20 typing. So a lot of people are sitting in the
Mm-hmm.
background and they're learning. They're real,
Right,
they're sitting there real nice and quiet and safe and everything, so they can sit there. Some of them
right.
have their headphones on and their coffee cup, and they're sitting out on their porch listening to
Uh-huh.
us right now. So and reading their
Songbird
phone.
said, "My mom and family backed me up with open arms." See, that's
So
good. That's good
Gazasso,
to
I guess
hear.
it is,
This
or
is.
Gazasso, however you say it. That's
Mm-hmm.
a new follower. Thank you. See, I came out by 25 years ago. This is from Stacy Fields.
To
To
avoid
avoid,
those questions. It was a different time then. So you're
oh, it sure
saying,
was.
oh, so you came out by, you're
Right, so
saying,
nobody would just. So what did you end up when all the rocks fell at the end? Hey, Janet, thank you. Like,
and
came out by, was it because of, how if you come out by first, it's easier to, nobody, people
right,
have hope. They have
yeah.
hope thinking that you're going to be,
Yeah, they have hope thinking that you're going to be straight because if you're bi, then you might fall in love with someone of the opposite sex. But I also think it's because it's easier for people to understand bi because half of it they understand,
yeah, right.
half of it they get.
Right, and they can't hate you because they figure, well, it's okay, it's okay. You're
Yeah.
halfway okay.
And so, big guy here, I'm still trying to figure everything out, but it's difficult because my home isn't totally safe.
Yeah, we totally understand that, big guy. We want to make sure that everybody gets themselves in a safe environment before you like jump up and say, "I'm gay."
Yeah, I'm scrolling here because the folks are typing in so fast, so I saw some
All
things I wanted to.
right, senior lady, subscribe. Thank you very much for subscribing. So
So,
when you subscribe, I know I got a whole bag of things that needed to be mailed out. But when you subscribe, it's $5.99 a month, and it's like buying us a cup of coffee, and we honestly really appreciate it. It's really nice to get. Hey Tracy, good morning. How you doing? Thank you for following.
oh, so Stacy's saying, yes, I couldn't maintain that lie. Yes, it's easier. So it's easier coming out that
Yes, it
way.
is. It's a lot easier,
Yeah.
to come out and say I'm bi, and in that way, yeah. I mean, I don't. Well, yeah, I don't think I came out as bi. I just didn't even say anything. I knew what was inside my own mind and inside my, hey, big guy, thank you for being a follower. It was inside my own mind and my own thoughts and my own fantasies. But I didn't share
Yeah.
it with anybody because of the fear of being hated.
I got to respond to Aubrey here. Aubrey, because she's saying we were the best landlords. Aubrey rented a house that we have a few blocks away from here. She's our first tenant, I think, and she's following us here
Oh, yeah.
on TikTok. And so I want to say, hey, Aubrey, I'm
Hey,
really glad you're
Aubrey.
here. I hope
Thank
everything's
you.
working out when you guys made your move.
Yeah.
So you're also the best tenants. So, it goes
Well,
back
the
and
ones that
forth,
are in there
right?
real are nice, really now. We'll say they're
Yeah.
nice, just
Oh,
in case,
yeah.
they're watching.
Well,
But you were really good too, because
yeah.
for one, you hardly ever called and wanted anything.
Right.
That's a good thing.
Yeah.
But and when we got the house back, it was in great shape too, and I
Uh-huh.
love the color that they painted the kitchen wall.
Mm-hmm.
That was nice too.
So
So
what was funny when with um with Aubrey's parents lived in the neighborhood, and I knew a mom, but I didn't know I knew a mom. But I would be gardening in the front yard, and she came by walking their dogs. They have rescue dogs, right? And so they're just really nice. Really love the dogs and all of this. But something that was funny is that a lot of folks would say hi to me, and my back would be to them, and so I probably didn't even know that they were saying hi to me,
because she can't
right?
hear,
And Edie's the one who discovered this because she knew all the neighbors before she even moved in.
because I talk to everybody.
And then
So
explained to everybody so that they wouldn't think I was just being rude.
right.
And so it's a great family. So and the family who live there now is a great family. We're just
So
surrounded by good
Neuro
people all the
Neuro
time.
Spicy Unicorn says, took my family a while to accept and love me where I am. I finally just stood my ground about it. Let's see, do you guys know sign language?
I wish.
Just a couple things. Like when Judy tried to pick me up, she did that. And it works really good. If you want to try to pick up somebody, try that.
Yeah. And if you want to find studs, fall down on your bicycle.
That's true. That'll work.
But actually, somebody suggested next time Edie just says, bat her eyes and say, "Hey, sexy butchies, where are
Yeah, good
you?"
morning, sexy butches. Let's see, thank you guys so much for being a great memory. Oh, okay, that's nice. In that house. Oh, you are so kind. Thank you. We loved having you too. Yeah. You missed out. We had
Yeah.
that, Audrey. Is it Audrey or Aubrey?
Aubrey.
Aubrey, you missed out. Now that the new tenants are there, we put in an in-ground pool with a slide. Okay, I'm lying. Liar, liar, pants on fire.
You know how sometimes we get scared when the other one's going to say something, we don't know what they're going to say.
Yeah.
They're like, "What?"
Oh, looky there. Ooh. Thank you
Oh,
for that. Let's
nice.
give you to get. Well, how about I get kisses too? I thought we talked about this.
Yeah, well, you've been noticing, and I haven't. I'm over here trying to read here. So Zan
You
says,
ladies are sweet. Thank you. Zan says what?
okay, Zan says, I haven't come out to my mom yet, but she has made it super clear that it doesn't matter who I like. She will be accepting anyway. But my dad's a different story.
Yeah.
That's tough. Zan is in high school, so everybody who remembers those years, the message for Zan, right, is it will get better.
Yes, it will. And being that you got your mom in your corner,
Right,
you're all there. Don't
right.
even worry about it.
And Zan told us yesterday that he came out to a few of his close friends at school, and they're okay.
Let's
Now
see.
you can't get better than that.
I'm new here and I'm a part of the LGBT plus community. This is from Skylar,
Okay,
but I'm here to support and love the community. That's right. And you get a chance to learn along with share with other people here
right,
so that, there's a lot of people come on here and they just need somebody. And that's what a lot of the people
right.
here type and do for them.
And
Do you have husbands? Why would we have one of them?
superficial says if mom knows, dad already does too. He will deal with it. You know what? Maybe, but maybe not. This is somebody responding to you, Zan. Maybe and maybe not. I mean, not always. Denial can
If you
run
get a
really
chance,
deep.
come on
People can be
over
really
and
clueless.
follow us on our YouTube channel too, which is Edie and Judy Rainbow Grannies.
So, and then two smokes. Hey, allies. I've had LGBTQ friends all my life.
That's it. Two smokes. Thank you very much for following. You guys are
so,
funny.
so I was asking a question yesterday.
Yes.
You know, for us and our
What's first?
generation, every time we come out, even if we've been out for a long time, each time we come out to somebody, we get that anxiety rush through our body.
Not a total one, but yeah.
I do.
Yeah.
Well, I don't anymore.
Right.
But what I wondered is the younger folks who have more society support, do you still get that anxiety rush? I mean, once you've been out like to your parents and stuff, and so now you're coming out to
Well, you
new
know what?
friends or people at work.
A lot of people say that they feel like we don't really need to come out. And that's hard for them to understand that too, because they feel like
Oh, I
we
thought
all have
maybe
to.
because we're all
No,
rainbows.
no, they feel like that we're all in the gay
Oh.
community making this big announcement that we're gay and that it's really
Mm.
not necessary.
Mm-hmm.
But what they don't realize is not everybody dresses like we do,
Right.
right? So some people
Mm-hmm.
aren't dressed like we are,
Mm-hmm.
and so then it's like I mean, it's like I don't know. I think it's almost like if you were attracted to men
Mm-hmm.
and you couldn't tell who was a man and who was a woman,
Yeah.
you would want to know,
Mm-hmm.
right? And so somebody would have to say, "Hi, I'm a man." You know, so don't you think?
Well, yeah. If you didn't know, you would want people to let you know. Okay, I get what you're saying. And so
Right,
if you can't look at somebody and know they're gay,
right. How you gonna know if you can if you got anything really in common when it comes down to like dating or
mm-hmm.
just like hanging out? I'm gonna tell you the truth. I mean, we're not looking to date anybody, but it's really nice hanging out with other gay people. We just
Mm-hmm.
all have something in common. I mean, because we can both sit there and laugh about whatever we think is funny. You
Uh-huh.
know. All
Mm-hmm.
right, Sweet Marie must be working it now. Thank you very much.
Zan says my parents are divorced, so I highly doubt that they would tell each other that. Okay.
Oh,
All right.
oh, okay. Well, then you're okay. You're
So
okay. Stay with your mom and be happy.
yeah.
Athena, thank you for the new follow.
Yeah, but the whole thing about some people who think, well, no, gay people don't have to come out, don't understand the assumption is everybody's straight.
Right.
So, like, I was at a
Morning,
job
Rachel.
where somebody knew I was single and she wanted to start hooking me up with guys. And it's like the assumption was I was straight.
Hmm.
And I was still, I mean, I was,
Hey, wait. Let's
I
talk
was
about
like,
the assumption yesterday. This was
yeah.
funny.
Oh,
Judy
okay.
and I went. We went to visit a friend of ours. She bought that new piece of land, Faye, and
Mm-hmm.
so we went and had lunch, and we went and visited that, and that was nice and stuff, walking through the woods. But then on
Yeah.
the way back, we wanted ice cream, wanted real ice cream, a good ice cream. So we stopped at this ice cream store that's not too far from us. There's an older gentleman sitting on the bench.
Mm-hmm.
I went out and I sat down on the bench with him while Judy's inside getting what she wanted
Getting
and
my,
paying.
getting my ice cream
This
sundae.
man looks at me and he says, "You know, what you need is a husband or a man or something
You
like
need a
that.
man, a
You
good
need a
man in your
man, a
life.
good man in your life." And I looked at
Mm-hmm.
him and said, "Why would I need one of them?" I said, "My wife's in there paying for my ice cream right now." you know, good Lord. I mean, and if I can't afford ice cream before I'll go that far, I'll just give it up.
Corey's wife is hanging in there saying, I'm in Georgia and I still have to worry about other than the state.
Oh,
That
yeah.
worries me still.
Oh, yeah. It's going to take a
Yeah.
while, but it's gotten a lot better. Let's see,
And
what's this?
Dawn is saying, about hanging out. Why would it matter who you're sleeping with or attracted to? Curious, not judging.
That's okay. You don't have to be judging. It's okay.
Hmm.
Audrey, thank you very much for being a new follower.
Yeah, real ice cream has lots of butter in it, does it? Because I know they have a whole sign boasting about how they make their
Hey,
ice cream.
I know,
Real
I know,
cream.
I know, and I know I should not be eating that stuff. Morning, Jess. How you doing? Thank you very much for joining
Songbird
us.
said I met my boyfriend when I was 24. He was 26, and now we are in
In
our
our 50s
50s and
together.
so happy together.
So Beverly Cat,
Wow.
thank you. Sage, thank you. Tiffany or Tabia, thank you. Those are all new followers right now. I want to make sure I shout you out here. Good morning to my favorite um, grannies. I have a date this morning and I'm a bit nervous. Well,
Ooh,
Lord,
Anna, is this a
Anna
new
Banana.
date?
You know, bananas must be pretty popular anymore.
Anna Banana, is
Look
this
at
a
all them
new
gifts.
date?
Mm.
Oh,
Mm.
I didn't know we got to make it this long. Thank you both. Good
If you
morning,
didn't know,
ladies.
oh my, this isn't that long. We still
Mm.
got a few more years left in us.
So what about this couple they met when they were in their 20s and they're in their 50s now?
Yes, we are from
What?
Western Pennsylvania. We're up in the Pittsburgh area. Let's see. Sometimes you gotta treat yourself. What did you say? Keep talking, Judy.
Yeah, so I'm trying to read here too. So another question pops in my head. Folks who've been together, married to somebody for years and years and years, right? Was it always like hunky dory? Was it always like honeymoon stage for 20 years and 30 years? Or did you have some rough patches you had to get through?
Morning, Rita Mae's resale.
And and I'm saying it because I really know the answer, right?
So this is Anna Banana's first date. First
Ah,
date with a woman or first date with just this person? If it's first date with a woman, boy, oh boy,
right.
talk about
Yeah.
anxiety.
Uh-huh.
Good Lord.
I don't know. I didn't think about anxiety as much as excitement, but I remember my first date with a
No, I
woman. I
don't
was
care if it's a,
so excited.
oh, you know what? It wouldn't matter if it's a man or a woman. You're still the first date here. This is the anxiety, because you could get there and it end up being awful, you know?
Well, make Anna Banana feel better. You have
Oh,
any other words for it?
oops, sorry, Ann. Oh, wait. That was just me and Judy talking. I'm sorry. I didn't think about it.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
My
Anna,
wife
it's
and
going to
I
be
are
a
in
great time.
Baltimore. We've been together 22 years. Here's somebody's answering my other question. We've had rough patches, almost divorced, but celebrated 14 years. And I think first date with this woman. Okay.
I'm sure it's going to be a great time, Anna.
Survive what anything saying wife and I are celebrating 20 years in February. Said absolutely not always been fun. Anxiety and excitement are two sides of the same coin, says Booking. So we've got kind of two conversations going on here. One is about Anna who's going to have a first date with this woman and she's feeling a bit anxious about it. And then the other one, and then the other conversation we've got going on is about being married for 20, for 20 and 30 years. Somebody here, they're just celebrating their 14th anniversary. No, it hasn't always been honeymooning. There are rough patches. I'll tell you why I asked this question.
Why?
Because a lot of people quit early in a relationship.
Yeah.
A lot of people think it's gotta just be honeymooning all the time, and like the first snafu, it's like, okay, that's it. I'm
I'm
walking
out.
out of here.
Yep.
And I just want to put the word out that relationships. I don't want to say relationships take work. My dad had an interesting thought. He said relationships don't take work. If it takes work, then you're in the wrong relationship.
Mm.
But I think work is just defined differently for him maybe than what other folks are saying. Because I've certainly seen my parents go through rough patches. They've had tragedies in
Your
their
mom
lives and
kept him on
everything.
track. You know, she kept
Uh,
him on track because she made sure that it was what she wanted and how she wanted it, and he was knowledgeable enough to know that whatever she said was the right way to go. That's the way
uh-huh.
it looks to
That's what
me.
it look to you.
Yeah.
So here Rita May saying 20 years was hard sometimes. Traded for a dog.
Oh no, poor thing. Thank you everybody for all these good mornings and stuff. There's a lot of. Let's see. Good morning, sunshines, my princess in life. Let's see. She's married to the
Levi
love of
wants
her
us to
life.
do our names again.
Hey, I'm Edie,
I'm Judy,
and
and
together
together
we're
we're
the
the
Rainbow
Rainbow Grannies.
Grannies. Hey!
Hey, we come here on Saturday and Sunday morning, 8 a.m. Eastern Time, more or less 8 a.m. You know, we try to hit 8 a.m. When we're late, it's normally because of me. I'll put that out there and
Aw,
admit that.
Jenny's baby's
And
teething.
let's see,
Thank you for all the
Sue.
gifts. I'm trying to roll through all this stuff here.
Okay, Sue is here. Good morning from Ohio. So 34 years married. We have had a lot of rough times, but we love each other and make it work. So yeah, and I've known some couples who've kind of separated and come back together, and they still happy. I mean, the point is, don't want to stay together for years and years and years and be unhappy. I'm talking about the rough patches can happen, and you get through them, and you stay together. That's how long term relationships work. That's how long marriages work. But you got to be happy in them, so you make it work.
Right. Okay. I see what Anna Banana says. The
Yeah,
sad, realistic part. This generation wants to leave when things get a little bit off, and that's
yeah.
true. I mean, I think sometimes this is what I think, and
Mhm.
you can take this if you want. But I think
Yeah.
that a lot of times when people don't legally get married and they use the excuse of the government, I'm not putting the government in my business. I think it makes it a lot easier to walk out the door when things get a little rough,
Mhm.
because when you
Mhm.
legally married and things get a little rough, as long as there's no violence and abuse involved. I mean, that's
Right.
ridiculous.
That's a
Nobody
different
would
thing.
stay within any of that.
Right.
But it just sometimes we all run up against hard times, and if you're not married, legally married, connected, or you share the same house, it makes it a lot easier to say, I'm out of here. This ain't working for me.
Mhm. Mhm.
Instead of saying, let me go in here, sit down, have a cup of coffee, turn the TV on, and just be glad I got someone who loves me.
Yeah, here somebody said that they separated for 2 weeks and then came back together and things were better. Somebody here says 23 years love is deeper. And so,
Mercedes, thank you for following.
yeah, and somebody
Lady
else
R,
said
thank
that
you.
some tragedies in our life brought us, this couple even closer. So I'm putting the word out there for folks, if you know, serial monogamy, skipping through this relationship and out this one and out this one, and then but you want something lasting. Find the other person who also wants something lasting and learn
Right.
what it means
Well, I
because,
mean, when we first met, I let you know I wasn't in it to have just weekend fun.
uh-huh.
Because I
Hmm.
could have weekend fun. I know you guys hate to think that this about Rainbow Granny, but I knew how to have me a little weekend fun. But what I was
Yeah.
looking for was someone to share my life and good
Hmm.
times with,
Hmm.
bad times with, just somebody to be with, somebody that respect and respect me. So,
I want to see here. Sue says, I was raised in a small town and tried to be my true self, but would travel fast and people treated me like I had the plague.
are the moderators okay, or do you need help?
Unfortunately, I ended up conforming to society. Oh, that's really tough, Sue. Yeah, and then Jane says, my spouse and I separated for 6 months and then got back together. And Sue, I'm really sorry about the heartbreaking story that you have. And yeah, it's like, I'm glad that you're here. I hope that you are, or that you can come to your true self, because Edie's got a great saying about this.
We only live one life only.
I love
We only
hearing
get
this.
one chance to do this. This is not a dress rehearsal.
Hmm.
This is it. So, if you decide where you want to be in your life, don't fake it and then like turn to be 80 and say, "Damn, I wish I would have this. I wish I would have that. I wish I would have been a ballerina."
Hmm.
If you want to be a ballerina and you're 20 something years old, then be a ballerina, because by the time you're 80,
Uh
and
huh.
we're using ballerina as a
Hmm.
metaphor.
Hmm.
By the time you're 80, it's pretty damn late to decide you want to be a ballerina.
Hmm.
So I'm saying, if you got something you want to be, if you are and you're hiding it and you're
Hmm.
faking it and stuff for yourself or somebody else, you
Yeah.
it's your turn to live. It's not theirs. If your grandma hates gay people, shame on her. She's the one who has to deal with that. But if you
Because gay is gay. I
yeah,
mean, we're just
I mean,
gay.
you right, and you deserve to have your life and to be happy.
Right.
That's all.
Hmm.
And we are not here trying to talk you into being gay, because I can't talk you into being gay. Same as I can't talk you into being straight. Judy,
Right.
I think you ought to be straight today. Oh, stop being like it. You know you can be straight. Stop that. Okay, Judy's straight now. I had that good talking to her, and everything's okay now. Here, take that butch hat off and sit up like a lady. Thank you. Look at all the gifts.
See
Mm.
how well that worked, folks?
Yeah, she's look. I even help, help.
Oh, that's not straight, is it?
No,
It didn't work.
mm-mm.
Darn it.
She got me. Now, I thought I was going to be straight for a minute, and now look. Let's see.
Mm-mm.
How was the play last week? Oh, it was really good. I stayed awake the whole time. Um, that's how that's how I rate plays. We go to see a play. If I can stay awake the whole time during the play, then it's pretty darn good.
You
You
about choked her.
was
She didn't know what I was going to do,
I
I
didn't.
think.
I didn't know. Judy failed. That's because I was like, "What's going on? Help!" Let's see. Love you too. Do you ever meet up with? I
Oh, did we?
would if you're buying coffee.
There we go. Yeah,
I'll meet
have
you
a meet up at
tomorrow. I'll
Panera's. We'd
meet you
love that.
tomorrow for coffee.
So, yeah, I want to read this. This is Lady said, my uncle was gay, and some of the most unkind people were my family. I loved him, and he loved me.
Aw, yep. I think unconditionally. Judy, your magic didn't work. Okay, Judy, try it again. Try it again, Judy. Try it again. Mm, mm.
We're going to get kicked off
She,
TikTok.
oh my God, she tried to eat my face.
You-
Thank you very much
Susan,
for following, Steph.
I love that. It's so very true. Everyone deserves to be happy, whatever that
They look
may
good.
look like to them. That's right.
That's
That's
right.
right.
Oh, how adorable. Yeah, well, yeah, you think it's all funny, but wait, my son-in-law made us some bath salts, the kind you put in the bathtub.
Yeah, yeah.
And so I had
That's what
seen,
bath salt normally is. It's
well,
you
I
put in
don't
the bath.
know. I don't know because some people was
Oh,
taking bath salts and they was eating people's faces. That's what we were talking about the other night.
oh.
Have you guys ever heard about that where you eat bath
So
salts?
much conversation I miss. It's unbelievable.
And so I
Yeah.
was scared to bring the bath salt in the house.
Oh. So you want me to test it first?
Yeah, I think it's just an excuse for somebody to want to eat somebody's face. I think that's what they just wanted to eat somebody's face, so they use that as an excuse because I don't know. I think Epsom salts. I mean, he
Who
made some.
remembers hearing that? It's
Yeah,
like,
yeah, they remember over here too. Wesley remembers that. Yeah, he made us some bath salts, and it smells really good and everything. If I didn't trust him as much as I trust him, I'd be worried. You know, I get in the bathtub, get in there, oh,
so we're gonna test it on Apollo first.
no, no, that's my baby.
So you'd rather test it on me first? See that, folks? Everybody knows who was somebody who traded their spouse for a dog.
Did somebody? Oh, wow. Well, at least you didn't eat her face.
Now the magic works. My granny looks so happy and in love. I love you both dearly. Oh, thank you,
Oh,
Hannah
thank you.
Banana.
Thank you, Hannah.
Maybe Judy was trying to eat your face.
That's what I was wondering. Did you have any of that bath salt? Is that why you was trying to eat my
No,
face?
you're not supposed to eat it on your food. I
No.
sprinkled it on my food this morning on my egg.
Mm. And there ain't no way because you didn't have any eggs. All I had was 2 pieces of rye toast.
Yeah, I'm not even hungry yet.
She
She
did
did
eat
eat
it.
it.
Stormy,
Bath salt on
you two
eggs.
is
Right. She thought it
with
was
a little
pop
pepper.
rock.
Yeah. It's real pretty and it
It
smells
smells
real
really
nice.
good. Uh-huh.
Yeah, it doesn't smell
Yeah.
like you make you want to eat a face.
Mm-mm.
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 Maybe.
So I'm trying to remember some of the comments that flew through here because I'm reading those comments even if they're flying past. So
Yes, we have cats. We have two of them.
Sonberg said that his family is all for them getting married. He's got a boyfriend, but his boyfriend's family is all against it.
Well, that's their
And
problem. That's their
yeah,
problem. You guys plan the wedding. If it's within a 50-mile radius of where we are, we'll
we'll
come.
come.
We'll come.
We'll be, if you
I'm all
invite us.
about free food.
Yeah.
I am all about free food. I love a big old wedding food, right?
Okay. So Edie's all about free food, and I'm all about crying at the wedding.
I like to dance
So
too.
you'll have both. Yeah, and we both like dancing.
Yeah. So if we get a
Yeah.
good meal in us, we'll
You
be.
both look like you give good hugs. You know what? You know what? We went to Pride in Conneaut. Is
Yeah,
that where we
no,
were?
Connellsville.
Yeah, way out there somewhere. And somebody was giving mom hugs, and so we went up to get mom hugs. Man, talk about good hugs. So I learned from that mom how to
Well,
make
looky
sure I give a
here.
good hug.
It says, I'm happy for you. I just got married and it's a living nightmare. Oh,
Oh,
Ingrid,
Ingrid.
you know what, Ingrid? Come on, it's going to get better. It can't. So, well, I could say something like get out now, but that's not what we would say. We would say, as long as it's not abusive, you just need to work it out. Sit down and have a talk and see what's wrong. If it's not, if you're not happy, don't
And
spend
was
it.
that the first year of marriage? I see some folks are saying, I'm sorry, get out now, and all. And this is right after we had a long conversation about how long-term marriages can be. You go through rough patches. So Ingrid, if it's hell, like if this person's abusive, yeah,
Get out.
forget it. If they like became two-faced, you thought they were one person, then they get married and boom, it switch. But the other thing is, first year of marriage can be rough.
Well,
And I never really understood that. I
yeah.
mean, ours was okay because all our rough part was before we got married. And it was always, I want to go home.
I
And it
say
was always,
that I want
I
to go
want,
home
but
because if you don't do what I want you to do, I'm taking my ball and I'm going home. And it worked.
and yeah, what could we got a big house big enough that Edie can be in her part and I can be in my part. We can each do what we want to
Yeah, we got our own space.
do. So no, but year
Let's
one, how
see.
many folks? Raise your
Here,
hand. How many
Ingrid's
folks?
saying in just a couple of months she's very demanding and insensitive.
Oh,
Well, honestly, she
no.
was probably very demanding and insensitive before you got married, but your mind was clouded and fogged up with the
With the good that was going on.
because it'll get you. It'll distract you. That good stuff should give you the good stuff. I'm
So it's
sorry
very
though.
demanding and what? Let me see.
Insensitive.
Insensitive. Yeah, see, I did the insensitive part before we got married, and Edie did the demanding part before we got married, and we got that all squared away by the time we got
Let's
married.
see. Did you live together before we got married? Yeah, we did. Yeah. But, yeah. Let's see. Y'all calm me down. Thank you. Oh, amen. You're right. Oh, look at the gifts. Look at the gifts. Look at the gifts. Oh, okay. Thank you. Ladybug said follow. Let's see. I'm Emma
Emma,
and I'm new to your live stream. Well, welcome, Emma.
and hi, Sandy. I saw you there, and I kept forgetting to say hi, Sandy.
Hey, Sandy. We're running both TikTok and YouTube at the same time. So that's why we're just kind of back and forth like this.
Yeah,
For anybody that's new in here that doesn't know who we are, I'm Edie.
I'm Judy,
And
and
together
together
we're
we're
the
the
Rainbow
Rainbow Grannies.
Grannies. We come on here every Saturday and Sunday morning at 8 o'clock in the morning Eastern Time, and we're part of the LGBT plus community.
I was
We
very busy listening and
we
not
give
giving you
the
kisses for the gift.
we support the LGBT plus community. Plus, we're here for like you guys, and yours are here for us. We come on here, we have coffee, we have a good time, and it's nice. This gives you a chance. We'll answer any questions we can for you. We're not therapists. You know,
Yeah,
we just have
so
120 years of
right,
just good
that's
and
very
bad
important to
times.
know. We are not therapists. So I see Ingrid just said, I do hope it'll get better, but for now, I really feel like giving up.
Yeah, try to hang
And
in there. Try to hang in there
well,
and just talk about it. Talk about it. If you can't
yeah,
talk about it, then get out of it because you're too new in it. You can forget about it and let it go. I do. I
yeah.
mean, I hate to say it, but
But
it's
they just got married, right?
right.
And so you can't just walk away from marriage, and
Yes, you
that
can.
becomes the big issue too.
Yes,
Well,
yes.
divorces. So I was saying, raise your hand if you remember your first year of marriage, and if it was really rocky, and then it got better in the second year, because that's what I remember learning about marriages. The first year is really tough, and even if people live together and they get married, sometimes it's really tough because somehow marriage brings different expectations with
Well,
it.
it did bring different expectations with us. Once we got married, I felt so much more secure in
Mm-hmm.
our relationship. I felt
Yeah,
like, because I knew it's not easy to just walk away, and I knew that I could trust and believe a little bit more. I knew that, everything that we worked hard for, we were working hard for it together. And that was nice.
Yeah.
My first few years are very easy, but that was not healthy.
Now
Now
we're
we are
divorced.
divorced. That comes from Chava Kate.
Yeah. And then Jack said, "Oh yeah, first year is hard."
Are you over
And
there or are you here?
no, over here.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Yeah. And
Okay.
and
Thank you,
we.
Ronnie, for being a new follower. Let's see. Good
Yeah.
morning. This is my first time on your live watching from Philadelphia. Hey, Philadelphia. We're
Oh,
from Pittsburgh.
have a Kate saying we didn't allow conflict, and my my aunt and her great wisdom said if a couple doesn't have disagreements, then somebody's not getting what they want, and then the relationship won't work.
Yeah, but you know what I
But
believe in?
disagreement doesn't mean
Yeah,
big bad old fight, but
right. But I don't
disagreement.
like nobody, and I mean absolutely nobody,
Raising
raise
their
their
voices.
voice. Nobody raises their voice at me because I've been lucky enough to live my life with very few people raising their voice at me. And I
Mm-hmm.
tell you, I cannot take it. If it even sounds slightly like you're raising your voice, man, I'm ticked off.
You're
It's like,
skimming through a lot
yeah,
of
but
good
look how
comments
far
here.
down.
Oh, wow. Okay. So, Pocket is saying, I am worried about my fiance and I. We moved right after the wedding for my internship. And Ladybug saying, I should have known not to marry him when he said, awfully wedded wife. Ah,
Oh, okay.
real love is hard and worth the fight, says Amber and Tiffany. And yeah, so I was just trying to read some of the comments people were saying to this question about okay, not married but together 19 and a half years. Um, okay, so now we're scrolling. Now we're kind of caught up. And Sandy is saying marriage wasn't legal back then because she's saying she's together with her partner for 30 years. Marriage wasn't legal back then, or we probably would have been because we had kids together. And Sue said, how do y'all meet one another? Did y'all know each other before? And somebody else here also asked again, like how we met each other. And Edie and I met at a women's music festival. And so what was really cool about that is that it was something that we both knew we both liked to do was go to the women's music festivals. They gave us something in common right away
Right.
that we had fun with. Because there's a lot of other things really different about us of what our interests are. So Kay Hava is we still get along very well. We still don't fight, but we disagree and talk because of the kids.
Right. And look, this is it.
When my hubby and I get loud, we start laughing. That's
Yeah, I don't laugh.
Lady
I
R.
get real quiet, and it's okay. For me, it's okay. We don't really have
Yeah,
nothing to really
no,
fight about.
no.
We just
Survive Anything says if you're doing at work, then work with your partner feels less like work. And
and
Ingrid,
also it wouldn't hurt to get maybe a little counseling
right,
and see if you
Ingrid,
can
I'm
save your
thinking
relationship.
counseling also would be a good thing to do. Then it says Kel
When
passed
did you guys
away, and
know
she
that
was
you loved each other? Go ahead.
Kel passed away, and she was my true soulmate. I am content and do not want anyone else.
Oh,
Yeah, but
I've
you've
heard
been
a lot
together
of
for a
that
long, long
when
time.
yeah, right. You know what? I can't imagine too because we're comfortable, pretty comfortable. There's things we every day that come up against each other. I could use some coffee. You want me to
Okay.
go get it?
No, I'll get it. So, and Lady R said, we are from New York, and so being loud is normal.
Well, and Judy feels that way too. She feels that I'm from the
You're from the Midwest
Midwest,
and speaks in a nice, even, steady
monotone.
tone.
Hey, you know how many people have told me how much they love my voice on here?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Because of the way I speak.
Uh-huh.
You know,
And I say I'm from
but
Allegheny County. With the mountains. I said we speak in
I
hills
can
and
be
valleys.
firm.
And so
And when
Edie
I
said
say
that
what I
she,
say, I mean what I say.
yeah, see, you see that? Did you hear that? Did you hear that?
When I say what I say, I mean what
And
I
that
say.
to me is raising your voice because she's not raising her voice getting loud, but it's got that firmness to it, which is what people do when they raise their voices. It's to me the same thing, but
Very
Edie thinks
calming.
she's
Look,
getting
Storm
away with
says
it.
it's
Yeah,
very calming. Your
yeah.
voice is very soothing.
Uh-huh.
Thank you very much, guys. Good
Uh-huh.
morning.
I was talking with Edie yesterday about how I get very, very animated about politics, and I missed some friend that we would get together and get really animated. And Edie said, "I've never heard you
Look,
like get
I teach your
all
voice.
loud
Pause.
about about politics." And I said, "Well, I don't raise my voice in our household."
That's right, because because that's one of our rules.
Mhm.
So
Let me.
we're
Yeah, I'm trying to get out
here.
of the chair. I
Here,
can't
I'll
get.
help you.
Okay. I'm
I
gonna
did.
go get us some more coffee. I'll be right back.
Let's see, Granny Edie. So let's see. It's so me didn't raise my voice at time. Now I'm sure I have raised my voice before. Have I ever raised my voice with us, Judy?
What?
Have I ever raised my voice with
Yes.
me and you? Really?
When you get out, you sometimes you do.
I yelled. Really?
Not
Uh-uh.
often, but you do.
Believe her. I don't believe her. I don't. Don't believe her. I'm sure Judy's running to get us coffee right now. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. Right now, it's a good time for me to. Matter of fact, if you want to run through and do any of the follows, like Kara, thank you very much for following. Anybody that wants to follow right now and need their name shouted out, this would be a good time to do it. So I want to thank you all for joining us. There's Country Taco. Thank you for following. Ingrid, thank you for following. Kate, thank you. JRT, thank you. Let's see. Brandy Rose says everyone has raised their voices at one point. But I try not to. Let's see. But I do. I speak firmly when I'm ready. Let's see. What is this beautiful space I have stumbled into? Oh, thank you very much. Let's see. Kay, thank you for the new follow and thanks for all the gifts, everybody. Let's see. How long after you met did you rent a U-Haul? Well, actually, I did it on a payment plan. I started, no, we had actually been together. We dated, I think we only dated maybe honestly a year or so before I moved up here into the Pittsburgh area. And I had told her that I was going to move up. Hey, Veronica, thank you for following. I was going to move up here when I got a job. And I went on and put in my resume for this job and got the job right away. So as soon as I got the job, it was like, I was kind of like, oh my God, that means I said I was going to move up here. And it seemed so quick and everything, but it was all right. I moved in and the hard part was to tell you the God's truth, you guys. You ready for the truth? Well, for one, I need you to tap this screen here. The truth is that I was very afraid of it. I mean, very afraid of moving in and being because I lived by myself in a house in Ohio. I had my own house and everything. So to move up here and to move with Judy was difficult. Because of being by myself in my own world for so long and her being in hers so when I moved into her house, which made it rough because um it was her house, and she was kind of like in her mind, like this was her house. She tried to make me feel as welcome as possible and everything, but it just didn't. It was, that was her living room and her kitchen, and what the paintings on the walls were her paintings on her walls and the whole works. I mean, there were certain things I did do because she tried. I mean, I fixed the basement, made a real nice family room down there and
Because she
everything.
tried. I mean, I fixed the basement,
I don't know why.
made a real nice family.
Oh, I know why it does that. When her, when her, anyway, her hearing aids shut off, then it comes on. But yeah, it was just a adjustment. It was a real hard adjustment to start living with someone like that when you're used to living by yourself. And there were many times where I was kind of like, I want to go home. I'm not. This is not for me. I don't want to be here. And then we'd settle down and take a nice deep breath and realize that it's going to be okay. At least try it for a little bit longer and see how it goes. So uh, once we bought this house that we're in here, it's got plenty of room for us and a lot of space so that we can stretch out. And were you ever afraid of being kicked out and having nowhere to go? Oh no, no, no. Oh no, no. That's funny. It's not funny, but it is funny because no, I did not. I'm a grown woman. I had not put myself in a position where I was afraid of being kicked out and on my own. I had a job and could take care of my own business. I still had a house in Ohio that I hadn't sold yet. So it was, I was telling them about what it was like for me to move here and how hard it was for us to be, in for me to be in your house.
Oh yeah.
And even though you were
Oh sure.
tried to be as
Sure.
as good as you could be about, sharing your space and everything, it still always felt like it was her house.
Right. And
So
I
all the
understood
pictures
that.
on the
Yeah.
wall were her walls. It was her couch. It was her.
Um,
It was just everything felt, just like I had no place. And then I had, so
yeah. And
once,
that I really did try to make, and I understood that. I understood that. I mean, I tried to do everything I could to let Edie feel like it was our space. Like I wouldn't give up everything, but I was trying to make it open for Edie to put. And I always told everybody, Edie made things in the house beautiful, made things in the yard beautiful. And I always told everybody that whatever you see that's beautiful, Edie did.
aw,
And but I still understood, that I mean, Edie basically. Did you tell them that you basically moved in the house and built an apartment for yourself in the basement?
I told him that I had, I had fixed a
And it was
family
like,
room down
I
in the
don't want you to
basement.
sit in the basement all day long.
But
What is this?
I felt like I didn't have any space. It just felt
Mm-hmm.
like it was not my space. So I was really glad when we decided to go ahead and buy a new house. And
Mm-hmm.
after we bought a new house, I sold my house in Ohio. And so this is where we
Yeah.
are. Now, Judy did keep the rental house,
Yeah.
which is feels like in a way that she's got something in her back pocket, but it's okay because it's an income and it's an income
Yeah.
for both of us. So that works out.
Yeah. Yeah. It's an income from both of us, and it may feel like that, but then on the other hand, if Edie ever wants to kick me out of the house, she knows I have a place to move to.
See, they were asking, did I feel like you were going to kick me out while we were in?
Oh,
No,
when
I.
we were in
That's
a
why I laughed
oh
because no,
oh
I
oh
never even had that feeling,
no.
because I knew if I needed an apartment, I can go get one, or I knew
Mm-hmm.
enough people that.
Oh, and that's what you're saying. You're grown up. You can make sure you take care of yourself.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
I've always taken care of
Mm-hmm.
myself. I knew how to take care of myself, and maybe it wouldn't be as
Yeah.
big of a house that we have here, but I'd have had a house and
Yeah.
been somewhere.
And something important for me is that when Edie moved to Pittsburgh, because she knew I wanted to stay in Pittsburgh, my family was here and all of that. And when Edie moved to Pittsburgh, what was important to me is that Edie already had friends in Pittsburgh before she met me. She had friends in Pittsburgh. She came up here a lot as it was. She might or might not have decided to move here on her own at some point because she came up here so often, right? But
Right,
and I'm making that point because one of the hardest things I think to do is to move because you marry somebody and that person moves and you follow them. Because there's so many situations, at least in gay relationships, when somebody followed the other, then the other broke up with them. They had their whole life wherever they moved to, and the person who followed was like hanging.
right.
Because that happened to me, and I've seen it happen to other people. And and that made what that did for me is make me say, well, I'm going to make sure I'm making decisions that are good for me, and that made it important for me that if Edie was going to move to Pittsburgh, that she wasn't moving just because I was there.
Right.
Because I didn't want her to ever feel like she could be hanging. It was hard enough for you as it was leaving Bel Air.
So it wasn't much longer after that. My daughter moved here
Yeah.
because she got a job here. We only lived an hour and like 15 minutes from here. So we were able to go back and forth and date each other.
Mm-hmm.
It's just that it was nice once we decided to settle in and be in the
Mm-hmm.
same place,
Mm-hmm.
you know.
There's a few things I think with being gay. I think having family support our relationships makes it a lot easier for us to make our relationships work.
Right.
And part of it is we don't have the burden of dealing with family who don't like us because we're gay or don't
Yeah.
like one person because they're gay is hard. And I mean, I think any relationship, in straight relationships, if the in laws don't like the person, it's hard. But what's different is not validating our relationship. People might not care for the kids for the people that kids marry, but they're not saying you shouldn't be married at all because you have no right to be.
So CCCD says my spouse decided to move to Texas less than a year into our marriage. I came, but it was so hard. Well, I'm sure it was to leave
Yeah.
everything I'd built. I know. So are you
Mm-hmm.
still together in that CCD? Texas is a hard state, is what Donna and Rhonda just said to you too. You
Yeah,
know,
yeah. And I don't know. And then the way you said it is that just into your marriage and then the spouse decided to move. Like, wasn't there a
should have been some
conversation?
kind of talk about that I might want to move, or
Yeah.
there's a job opportunity coming, and you know.
And how do we negotiate this, especially
Right.
and
So you stayed. You didn't go to Texas too.
mhm.
Oh, okay. Let's
And so
see.
I moved to my wife's hometown and lived for eight
That's
years.
surviving
Oh,
anything.
okay.
She moved to her wife's hometown and decided to stay. Let's see. This is Anna Banana. How should I approach with my date, me being
On
on
the
the
spectrum.
spectrum? Oh, I'd start right out with that. Start
Yeah.
right out with that. After while you're sitting there having your coffee, I don't know what you got planned for your date,
Mhm.
but I would just start right out with it because I've noticed and this was like my daughter. My
Mhm.
daughter, she was dating like when she's engaged now, but she was dating, and every time she would go out on a date, because she's
Mhm.
young and she wanted to, find a relationship. So every
Mhm.
time she'd go out on a date, she would tell these people that her mother was gay and her mother is in a relationship. And I think even before she went out, it was something that maybe they chatted about or something like that. Or how do
Yeah.
you feel about the LGBT plus community? Because
And
if
fill
they
that out.
if they
Yeah.
you know if they had hate or any kind of that kind of stuff, then you knew, don't even bother meeting you for Mexican food.
Mhm. Mhm.
Because I mean that
Right.
right there, she
Right.
wanted to make sure whoever she met had a good relationship with her mother and her mother's
Uh huh.
partner.
Mhm.
Texas. Okay, this is Stacy says Texas native here, and I have never experienced people being openly discriminatory. Okay, let's see. Sadie says I went with my spouse and
Stayed
stayed with
with
her.
her.
Okay, you did go. Let's see. New
Okay.
York boy, been with my finance fiance for 12 years and moving from New York to Arizona in a few weeks. Hope it
Hope it
works.
works.
I'm sure it will. I'm sure it'll be just fine. 12 years is a nice long time.
Yeah.
You're already
Yeah.
sealed in there and everything.
Yeah,
As long as
there
you're
are other things
comfortable.
that right. There are other things that go on, in marriages, in relationships, and marriages. Everybody works, and a lot of people move for their jobs, and couples need to negotiate that. Who there was one couple I met. They were both very ambitious, and so they knew that they would keep wanting to rise in their career, and often rising in career meant relocating. They took turns.
Mm,
And so they looked to see when somebody one had a promotion opportunity, then they would go both move to that. But then the next time when the other one had a promotion opportunity, then they would both move. And so neither one might have climbed the ladder as fast as they wanted to, but they made sure each of them climbed the ladder that made them happy.
yeah. Hey, I want to thank everybody for joining us and hanging out with us. We've had a really nice time. We've been on here an hour so far this morning.
Wow.
You know
Well,
how it
Sandy, I
just
just
flies
saw this
by.
now. It says I am now in the grandkids and friend phase and I still enjoy life.
That's
We
great,
never
Sandy.
went to bed angry with each other.
Oh, good Lord. I don't know. I don't know, Sandy. The important thing is to wake up in the morning without a pillow on your face. You know, wake up without a
Yeah,
pillow.
and I don't know, Sandy. I mean, with life being coupled, life being can process for hours.
Oh,
My God,
yeah.
if some people will make that. I mean, I always hear that. Don't go to bed angry, but all I can think is, if you're in a relationship, you could be processing all night long to try to not go to bed angry.
Yeah.
How did that work? And you don't get any sleep, and then you got to go to work the next day.
Or holding a grudge,
Yeah.
Good Lord. How we supposed to, I mean, we will hold a grudge too. We just have to, like, give it a little bit of time to wear off,
Uh-huh.
you know?
Uh-huh.
I'm mad at if I work hard enough, like right now, I could be mad about something that happened 6 months
Mhm.
ago. Remind me, what
No,
am I
that's
mad
okay.
about?
I don't know.
See, I can't remember what I'm mad about, and that's usually how it works.
Yeah, the problem with for me is that I'm so easy to forgive, and I think I'm so easy to forgive because I really love harmony. And I mean, I really forgive. I don't just pretend.
She needs okay. Anna Banana needs help with her
I'll
outfit.
bet with my date this morning, don't want to look too
Homeless
homeless for her. This is brunch. She's
or
got a brunch date.
or
Okay.
homeschooled. How
Homeschool.
about that? Don't mix checks and plaids together. No stripes and plaids. Matter of fact, I'm a firm believer of maybe like plaids and plain.
Yeah. Hey, Deborah. And then that one chick switched from TikTok to YouTube. Okay, what to wear? So what you said, mix what
No,
you
no
say?
checks and plaids
Right,
and stripes.
right.
Just go for something with pattern and something plain. You'll be
Something with
just
pattern and something plain.
fine.
So do you look like real sexy or do you like look real not sexy or do you find some kind of
Ooh,
border in between? You don't want to look real sexy because
don't
it's
look.
brunch.
It's brunch. You don't want to
Mm-hmm.
show up looking like a hooker. You know. Hey, I want to thank them extra people that. Let's see. We got
Wear coat.
Rita.
Can't go wrong with that.
This is true. This is true. This is true because Coach is nice, but it's not real extravagant. It's not like,
uh,
some of those stuff that's ridiculously priced. Hey, Tiffany, thank you for being a new follower, too. Anybody else who wants to follow? Yeah, like nice shirt and nice shirt and jeans never fail. This is true. This
nice
is true.
jeans and a black
Now, I
top.
want to know, okay,
Yeah.
oh, well, we don't know
Jeans
yet.
and a gray shirt and a gray and white flannel. That works for me,
Well, it depends on what the
That's
weather's
probably what
like.
I wear.
Yeah,
Oh
but
yeah, we
you
have
can't be showing
flannel
it.
kind of
If you
warm
show
right
up,
now,
I
isn't
was
it?
gonna say you show up in a flannel and it's too warm wherever you live, you'll look homeless, all
Yeah,
right.
yeah, that's
She'll think
true.
you wore your only shirt you got or something like that. Just yeah,
Oh, I think she's saying jeans and a gray shirt and then the flannel over it
I
because
like that.
because
That's
like
a butch
wherever you're going for brunch could be
chili. This is true.
chilly. Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, maybe she is butch. Maybe
I
she's on the butch side.
I
Hmm.
don't care. I like butch.
Yeah.
I like it enough that I can throw myself down on a dirt road while I'm riding my bike just to see them come out of the trees.
Yeah.
Let's see. I
I'm
am
new
from
from
Frederick.
Frederick, Maryland. Enjoying your chat. Have a beautiful day.
Hey,
Great.
thank
And
you very much, Irene.
Sandy's over here talking about her relationship with Cal. I guess we never had grudges. We were teens together, so we built so much earlier on and learned to live together. That's really cool
Yep,
too.
75
Yeah.
degrees there. That's a
Yeah.
nice weather
And
to
then
wear a little,
yeah,
because it's
I
chilly
would wear
here.
that. What do you think? Jeans, a gray top, and a gray and white flannel over it. I think that's what I would wear. So I got Edie. She didn't
I
reject
don't,
me because of my clothes,
you know,
my fashion sense.
I do remember the shoes that she used to wear. And you did wear, what's in one kind all the time? Doc Martens.
Oh yeah, I
And
had
they
Doc
were cute,
Martin
but they were
shoes.
scuffed up on the toes. And I
Yeah, they
always felt
were.
that was, a little
Yeah.
understatement.
So
I'm just
that
trying
one
to tell
chick
you. I'm
said,
just telling you. They were scuffed up on the toes. You
"Yeah,"
should have really did
and
something
I'm
with
just
that.
like ignoring that
Yeah, yeah.
because their shoes do get scuffed up.
Didn't do Judy stalk Edie? Yes, she did. No, yes, she did. She stalked me. Let's see. Pittsburgh is very humid today. Did you know? Yeah, we lost power for just a few minutes, evidently, because I noticed the clock blinking this morning, but it
Yeah.
wasn't
So
enough
that
to.
one chick that I went to an event last night, I wore black and pink outfit.
Oh, that's nice.
That would be something Edie
So
would do.
Renee Love, thank you for following, and Ma Gotti, thank you for following. So hi everybody. It's nice of you to guys to join us. I love Doc Martens too. Let's see. Your weather looks nice. Central PA, gray and misty.
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
yeah, it's gray here, and
we did
oh,
have a nice rainfall yesterday. It was
Judy's going for a massage this afternoon,
my birthday
and I'm
present
going for
too.
a nap. I'm going for a nap, and she's going for a massage. Let's see.
Yeah.
Do you have? Let's see. You have a lovely community of
Of
followers.
followers.
Oh yeah, they're really nice. We're really grateful for all the great people that come on here.
There you
What
go.
baby?
There you go. Sandy's backing me up here.
What's in
Sandy said, scuffed toes means you aren't lazy and you are up off your butt.
it means you can't walk picking up your feet.
Look into my eyes, says, hello, I'm popping in and out trying to get ready for my mom's birthday
Hey, happy
cookout. Very
birthday, mom.
good.
Where's the cookout? What time are we supposed to be there? Nice, Judy. Enjoy it. Yeah. Oh yeah.
And
You want
naps
the
on the
hats?
bash.
Oh, we got lots of hats. I should start selling them. You
What's
know,
that?
the hats.
Hats.
Yeah, we got lots of hats. Sent the wrong signals very seriously. I don't know.
We
Let's
want
see.
to go live, but I'm
Live.
nervous.
Oh,
Whatever.
okay.
Oh, we want to go live, but I'm nervous.
Yeah, just go ahead and do it. Just go ahead and talk. Especially if you got somebody sitting there with you like Judy, where you
Yeah.
can sit there and talk back and forth. You don't have
Uh-huh.
to. Let's see, I just want to say I really am happy that I found this live. Bought joy on my
Oh,
Sunday morning. You know what, Erin? I am so glad you came here too and had something nice to say. Matter of fact, I'd like for everybody to make sure you type something. Type something. If you type what city you're from, just type something. Type something because it helps with the algorithm and it shows them that we're all here. You know, we're queer and we're all here. And some of you aren't gay. You're just hanging out in the background. Thank you, Winona. See,
we're
look at oh
here.
look,
We're queer.
shh, the neighbors are sleeping.
Oh,
She's a trip, ain't she?
okay. We got
You don't have to.
Buffalo in the house,
There's two
Michigan in
buffaloes.
the house, yeah, and Atlanta in the house, and Raleigh, North Carolina in the house, and Utah here, and
Utah.
Utah,
Utah.
Utah, New Jersey, Jacksonville, Florida, Milwaukee, another Florida.
Didn't even realize how much I
Yeah.
needed this morning, Chad. I'm glad you needed it. Let's see. I'm glad everybody's having a
Why
good
the
time.
neighbors still sleeping? Because
I don't know why. So
it's the Saturday,
it's Sunday
Sunday
morning.
morning.
It's Sunday morning. You don't have to whisper.
Washington, New York City, Houston. You see, I said we're talking hills and
West
valleys, and look at this.
Virginia. What kind of where are you from in West Virginia? And there's West Springfield, Massachusetts, and Philly and Maine, Pittsburgh, more Pittsburgh, Montclair, New Jersey,
Connecticut,
Connecticut,
little itty bitty town.
in Missouri.
Mm.
Hey, Red Magic, thank you for the new follow.
Massachusetts, Niagara Falls,
I love Niagara Falls. You know,
and Dan putting him from Australia, and Sandy said it's 68 degrees on my patio. That one chick is in Lansing, Michigan, Detroit, Michigan.
looking sharp. Yeah, look, I got gifts.
Yeah.
Mm.
79 in Texas is AM. Well, 79 is pretty good, isn't it?
Yeah, 'cause they said Texas is
Oh,
like hell,
it's
isn't it?
2 hours earlier there.
Oh, okay.
That's pretty hot in the
I'm
morning.
glad you're popping up on my FYP. Renee Love, I'm glad we're
Yeah.
popping up on your FYP too.
And then
Nashville, Tennessee, and
and
there's
Detroit and Rochester.
Jersey City, New Jersey,
There's a Morgantown in North Carolina. Right?
Morganton.
Oh, Morganton. Got it.
Yes.
Michigan, Tennessee. So it's winter in Australia, but it's still pretty warm.
Ripley, West
Charleston, West
Virginia. Okay, I
Virginia.
know where Ripley is. Ripley, West Virginia. Let's see. I'm not gay. You're just a lovely couple to hang out with on a Sunday morning.
Thank
Well, Nanny, that's good.
you.
You don't have to be gay to be here. Just be nice. That's all.
Yeah, I'm from Texas, Okie, but I've lived in southern Ohio for the past 10 years.
Let's
Oh,
see. My
Sandy
family,
visited in Australia.
my
He's
family
looking for
never
it.
accepted me. I need you guys to be my grandmas.
And thus
There's
we became
Brazil.
Rainbow Grannies.
Hey, Brazil, Fort Pigeon, Tennessee,
Kalamazoo.
Kalamazoo. Boy, you guys are doing good. Where else? Everybody from? There's a Marsha Mallard. See my arms. I can't even lift it for any length of time. Let's
Came
see.
out in 1982. I was very lucky to have a supportive family.
That's from Jax.
Yeah. And Philly here. Where do you all hail from? Southern Iowa. Iowa's in the house.
We're from Pittsburgh. Came out at 55 years old with coffee in the car with Missy. I've never had coffee in the car with Missy. Have you?
What's that?
Coffee in the car with Missy. That's her name.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's nice. Yeah, I always have coffee while we're
Oh,
driving
thank you
long
guys.
places.
You tap the screen till we hit 40,000.
Portland,
I appreciate it.
Oregon.
Let's see. Just outside Detroit, Michigan. So did any of you on here go to the Michigan Women's Festival? All you have to do is say, I do, I do, I did, I did.
Yeah, going to these new ones that they have at these festivals. Just absorbing and
Naomi,
realizing it was
thank you
going
for
to
the
be
new follow.
okay.
Oh yeah, it is. Everything's going to be okay.
There's a song like that, isn't there?
I don't know, but when did we come out? Come out
This is
where?
somebody new here.
When
Ah,
come out where? Oh my God! Don't tell me you're one of them.
Didn't the rainbow hat you gave me give me away?
Oh my goodness. I
Or did I
love
give this
I
one to
think
you? I
you
can't
gave it
remember.
to
Oh, I
me.
gave it to you, but I'm
Yeah.
wearing it, huh?
Yeah,
It
you
must be
like
too
it.
small for you.
Yeah, it fits your head better.
Well, I did. I couldn't know that when I bought it. I ordered it.
What's a new one? I don't know. New person. Anyway, congratulations for being here and being new. Yeah, we came out a long time ago. I was in my 40s, almost 50s when I
Yeah,
decided to come out. Judy
yeah.
was
I
like
was like
19,
18, 19 years old when I came out.
right? You know, so
Yeah.
I was married to a man for 20 years. I have two wonderful children. They're all grown up. And Judy, she was married to two women before me, and she has one lovely child, and we have three grandchildren among us.
Hmm.
And so we live here in Pittsburgh, and we
Yeah.
enjoy, just
And
living.
even though we are an older couple,
Hmm.
I guess we're considered an older couple.
Hmm.
Oh, they know you can't see any gray hair. But we
Anyway,
are considered an older couple, but we did not meet when each other when we were young. We only met each other like 10 years ago. I want to
I
read
think
this
that's
here.
funny.
Hayden, oh,
There is none.
the
I can't
diary
think
of
of.
who are your LGBTQIA heroes? Well, yeah, I've got some
We'll
heroes.
go for it.
Yeah, Judy Grant is one of my heroes, and Pat Parker is one of my heroes. These are two writers, but these are writers who, and Adrian Rich, another one. These are three writers who I read their stuff, I went to their readings, and I knew it was okay to be gay. So they're my heroes. And then you've got Harvey Milk as a hero. Harvey Milk is, he was the mayor of Castro District in San Francisco. Yeah, there were some heroes. So I've come out a few. Okay, let's see. I've come out to a few close friends. I'm scared to come out to my family. Yeah,
That's
so
from Hayden.
yeah, that's from Hayden. And
We try to say whose name it is too,
yeah,
so that it'll all, when it gets played back, they'll have an idea of who.
who what we're reading and who's saying
Yeah,
that. And let's see, auto chaos. It doesn't matter at what age you come out, so long as you can live your life
that's
happily.
exactly it. Otter chaos,
Yeah.
definitely.
Oh, Anna Banana, love you, Granny. Have a great day. I'm about to be off to my date. We'll tell
You
you
have a
guys
wonderful
all
time,
about it.
Anna.
Did you check everything in the mirror? Make sure like your collar's not like this, like mine is,
Yeah,
but like all
yeah.
nice and everything. You
Make
got it.
sure
You're
it's
gonna have a
all
good
fresh.
time.
Make sure
Enjoy
it's
your
all
brunch.
fresh. And if she wants to sleep like with you by this afternoon at 3 o'clock, if you think she's somebody that you might want to be with for a long period of time, don't sleep with her. If you think it's somebody that would like you just, it's like okay, it's okay, then just hit it and get
And
it.
remember, Edie is not a therapist.
No,
She is 60 some years of experience.
just hit it and get it.
Have a good time, Anna
Look,
Banana.
everybody's telling her
Hope
play
it's
hard to
fun.
get.
Angelica says, I came out at 18. I'm 31 now, raised Catholic, no longer practice, but my family was all supportive.
That's good.
That's good. That's good. Play hard
Wait
to
till the
get.
second
Lady
or
always
the
say, play
third date.
hard to
That's
get.
right.
Otto was.
You have a great
Well,
time.
Otto, I mean, we're talking about a lesbian couple, I think. By the second date, they move in together.
No. Oh no,
Anna
I don't
Banana says,
sleep.
oh no, I don't sleep on first date.
Well, no, stay awake. Don't sleep. I mean, jeez.
Philip says, hey, from Sweden.
Hey, Sweden. Oh, guess what? From Sweden. Guess what I just got? I just got a Thule bike rack, and they're made in Sweden.
Oh, look at that. It was
Yes,
shipped all the way here.
it is so right. Look, you know what they're saying. Jackson's saying I'm so right because if you think you like them, don't sleep with them. If you think you can just tolerate them, then go ahead. Edith plays a therapist on TV.
Okay, Sandy's got three grandboys, 2 to 5 year old, and a 3 year old.
It's
Let's
nice
see. We're
outside,
just
though, ain't
sharing all kinds of stuff here this
it?
morning. My God, I can't keep up.
We'll never be able to figure out what to title this video. Anybody
Oh,
got any
yes.
names what we should title this video?
Yeah, Rick says, thank you for sharing your story. I came out of my mid 20s. I was absolutely terrified. Wow, that's interesting. See, I wasn't terrified when I came out. I
Yeah,
was
that's
just
because you had
dying to
your
come out.
parents. You had your parents, and they were
Oh, I
easy.
wasn't out to my parents when I came
Do they
out. I
still have
waited
an
a few
AOL
years.
chat room? Oh, I okay. Yes, I did used to. Why did we have like Did we text? Did we I used to be Alicia for you.
But let me see. It was probably 5 years before I came out to my parents. I was probably out for
Well,
like
they
three
were,
to
yeah,
five
but they were
years.
easy. They were really
But I didn't know
easy.
they would be. I didn't know they
I
would
met
be.
Rhonda there. Oh, that's cool. So you guys been around for a long, long time. Hey, Rain, thank you for being the latest follower.
2001.
You guys are just 2001. Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah. Were you terrified by the time you came out?
Oh, hell yeah. I was scared. I was
Mm.
scared. I was scared my kids was going to hate me.
Yeah,
That was
yeah.
the
See,
big
there's
thing.
that.
I was so afraid my kids was, and then I was afraid their dad was going to try to take them away from me until
Yeah.
one day I realized he didn't want them.
Well,
I mean,
didn't
but
want the full
right,
responsibility.
right. Yes, Alicia, for you, that's exactly. Oh, stop it. That was me.
Mm. Oh my. In an AOL chat. Tell me more, tell me more,
Oh my God.
tell me more. After that,
I don't even know. I'm speechless right now. I'm speechless.
mm-hmm.
Go ahead, you
Doug
read.
said it's nice to see someone finally celebrating their diversity, such a breath of fresh air, making money. Is saying, wow. So Katie just met somebody that she had chatted with on AOL chat. Do you have kids together? We have grandkids together. And Auto Chaos, my mama was always been my number one supporter, but I was still scared to tell her I'm trans. Yeah, and then yeah, and yeah, I mean, I was scared to come out to my parents. I was terrified to come out to my parents, but I wasn't afraid to come out when I came out to myself. I was dying to go out to find the lesbian bars
Oh, I
and
used
meet
to
people.
creep. I used to creep around at nighttime and go over to Wheeling or whatever, in order to meet people because it's so important to us. And that's what everybody's doing, a lot of everybody, but majority of people here are just a chance to be around your community, a chance to be with your
Mm-hmm.
community, to share, thoughts and just be with your,
Yeah,
brothers, sisters, and all that. So, when you find people out creeping around and hanging out in the gay bar, but they haven't come out, most of them
yeah.
just really desire so bad to be with their community, to
Mm-hmm.
learn
Mm-hmm.
and maybe make whatever. But
Yeah. Anna saying, all right, stay tuned for how successful it went.
okay, we
Good
can't wait.
luck, Anna Banana. Oh, sometimes for me, it was like be at work all week long in a straight world, being closeted all that time. And I would go on a Friday night to a lesbian bar just sit at the bar and have a drink and just look at people because I
Yep.
knew they were all gay.
Yeah.
And it would just be a relief to just sit. I
So
mean,
I
I would
think
be so burned out from the week, I didn't even want to go and talk and dance or anything.
so
I
I
would
think
just
if we go
look,
for a title to this, it ought to be hanging at the lesbian bar.
hanging at the lesbian bar.
Yeah, and then that way that might encourage some people to want to tune in on there and find out what goes on at the lesbian bar.
Yeah, Donna and Rhonda is here saying I went to gay clubs in Austin when 16, 17, 18. Oh, yeah, and back in the day, they didn't card you. I mean,
No,
because back
no.
in the day, I mean, we were gay and we had to be around gay people. I mean, the bars knew. I mean, they weren't sucking up our money then. We didn't even underage. We didn't have money. It wasn't that they were opening the doors because of that.
Right.
They just knew we all needed a place to go. They would even warn us when the whoever the people are that were going around the bars to check people's ID. They would even find out when that was going to happen and got word out. Yeah, things were nice back then, back in the old days.
He's saying that the title should be Alicia for you.
Was that your name, Alicia? For you?
I believe I spell it Alicia
Oh,
for you.
that sounds like you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. Go to the bar. That those jelly toes. That was the only place to meet your folk.
Jelly toes.
Jelly toes.
Ooh,
Yes, it was.
jelly toes. Hey,
Yeah.
Yvonne, thank you for being our latest follower. I'm in board. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Let's all
Oh,
go to the
the
bar.
bar.
Yeah, that's it.
At making money with.
Matter of fact, we got a really nice fire pit here. How about somebody come and help build a fire? That's it.
Yeah.
That's exact. I forgot. That's exactly what the spelling was. Alicia, for you. Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
And it was a capital U, just like that.
Hmm. Good morning from Chicago and Georgia. Love you, ladies. Yeah, the bars though. I had a friend. Back in the day, that was the only place we could meet one another was at the gay bars. And I had a friend who referred to the bars as inter, as the United Nations for gays
Ooh.
because it was a place where we danced, we met people, found love. It was a place where we solved all the political problems of the world. It's a place where we went and fought for our rights and all of this. It was like, it was everything. It was just a place that we met to do whatever we needed to
So
do.
Jelly Toes, you gonna run over here and build a fire so we can sip coffee and
And
share
share
stories.
stories. I love
Boy,
that.
that sounds like
I
a
love
nice
that.
afternoon.
And then we have a whole bunch of file logs that need to be split. So if anybody's really good with that, because I'm terrified of, see, it didn't terrify me to come out, but it terrifies me to take an axe and split a log. That terrifies me.
I'll bring
So,
the wine. Okay, Otter. Sounds good.
Minneapolis in the 90s, we had the gay 90s. That place was everything. Yes, and
Oh, is it
uh,
difficult being? Is it also difficult being in a mixed ethnic relationship? I don't see it difficult at all.
I
I
just
think.
find more holidays to celebrate.
Oh my goodness, yes, yeah. I mean, but we're both open minded to a little bit of everything. So it's not like if culturally, if there's something that's geared towards the African American community. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, Judy's all about being there too, and I
Mm-hmm.
have learned so much about her community too, that
Yeah.
it's just not, we don't, honestly, I mean, I know it might sound silly, but we don't really think about it much.
Yeah.
I mean,
Mm-hmm.
I think more about
Yeah.
being gay than I do about being different races.
Right.
What do you
Yes.
think?
I think more about being gay than about being different religions.
Yes. Does Judy have, what's a
What's a
TT?
TT? I'm sorry. I'm over 60. You'll need to explain some things for me.
Let's see. You guys look so happy. Love it. Congratulations. Thank you, Texas. Let's see.
Oh, TikTok. Oh yeah,
Oh yeah,
I
yeah,
do. It's probably
yeah. She's
something
Judy
Judy.
Rainbow Granny. She's
Yeah,
Judy Rainbow Granny.
yeah. The kind of stuff I put on my TikTok might be, a video of a waterfall and some meditative music. That kind of stuff.
Oh, that's the second time, Mary Beth. Somebody asked that. They may, but they've never been bold enough to come up there and say anything to us. I mean,
Mm-mm.
we live where it's a very,
We live in a very diverse.
yeah,
I mean, we're in a city,
right.
so living in a city, cities tend to be diverse, so people don't seem to bat an eye. Did you notice? We've been noticing on commercials on TV how diverse people are in the same commercial
Oh,
kind
they're
of
working
thing.
it hard. They're working it
Yeah.
hard because they want to make sure that all the gay people want to buy like
Mhm.
soap and wash their laundry and stuff, or a couch or something
Yeah.
like that. When they show, like, the furniture company shows the ads, it shows two ladies jumping on the couch with their glasses of wine, and then it shows
Mhm.
um, a,
Mhm.
a biracial family, with
Yeah.
the kids jumping around and
Yeah.
all this kind of stuff. So they
Mhm.
throw a little bit of everything in there so that we'll all want to go buy whatever it is they're selling.
Yeah. And yeah, so Beach Girl says I've noticed that on TV too. And
Yeah.
then the other thing is, when Edie and I go places, we'll often have some kind of rainbow gear on, a rainbow T-shirt or whatever, and we just
Hmm.
go places. I find that people smile and say hi to us, and so I think what people are seeing is an older lesbian couple.
How about yesterday when we went to that restaurant? We went to a
Hmm.
restaurant. It was in Boston, Pennsylvania,
Right?
and it was called Betsy's.
Yeah.
And it's in an old antique house, like, or
Yeah.
what do you call those
Yeah.
kind of
Really
houses?
cool. Really cool little house.
Right.
Yeah.
And
3-story house. I
And
mean,
while we're sitting there waiting for our food, there was like two old men and a couple
and
old ladies sitting at two different tables, and they were having a conversation or whatever. So
mhm.
me, because I love conversating and jumping right in there, I jumped right in there and chit chatted with them too. Now it was obvious, and I did not hide that who we were. We was talking about my truck and talking about their
Yeah.
trucks and all that kind of stuff. So it was really nice, and it was obvious that they knew that we were together, because I think I even talked about us picking our new insurance and all that kind
Uh
of
huh.
stuff.
So you were saying because I was somewhere when this conversation started.
Yeah, so it was just really
So
nice to have that, and they were older, and it was obvious. And to the lady, I noticed her
Uh huh.
giving us a real nice smile, but the two men, they just sat there
Did
and
you think
talked
it
to me.
just went over? Do you think it just went past them, or
Nah,
what?
then
I
they
just
knew. They just, it's just they're not going to say,
okay.
"Hey, are you guys lesbians?"
Or not talk to us or say something rude.
No, they wanted to talk about. They were happy to talk.
Uh huh.
Wait,
Well,
did we?
something else.
Wait,
I
wait. Did we finish talking about the guy that asked me, that told me that I needed a husband yesterday or whatever? Oh yeah, we did. Yeah, we did.
Yeah. We talked about him. Said you need a good man in
A
your
good man. I
life. Good
didn't just need a bad man. I need a good one. You know. And I
man.
thought, well, geez, as long as
Well,
Judy takes the garbage out and does the litter box, I don't even know why.
and if I take the garbage out, you want me to pull the garbage can back in.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
No.
it's called a team effort.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes you even carry the garbage out, or I scoop the kitty litter and you'll take it down to the garbage.
Yeah.
Hmm.
It makes
Yeah,
it nice.
it worked out. So something I realized I told Edie yesterday with the old guy we sat on the bench with. Old guys normally aren't any older than us anymore. We talk about old guys or the older couple in the restaurant. They're on their 60s or 70s, and we're in our 60s and have friends in our 70s. And
I
so,
just look at them and I feel so much younger than they are.
well, what I'm thinking is that the older people aren't the older people they used to be. When we were in our 20s and
Yeah,
30s,
the
older
ones that are,
people were much more homophobic and this kind of thing because of the society they grew up in.
well,
Now we meet older
we are the
people,
older people.
right? But now when
So
we
the
meet the
older
older
people that
people,
are older than us now, they don't go out to the restaurants
right? But
unless
my
unless the nursing home van brings them.
but my point is,
Yes, your point
when we
is.
were in our 20s and 30s, if we ran into older people, they often would be very Puritan, very, homophobic, and go ahead and say the homophobic stuff or just like back away
But
or
you know what?
whatever.
I think we
But they
gotta.
don't now. They're our age. They grew up when
But
we
you know
grew up.
what? We gotta give a high five out to the young people on that.
Yeah.
The young people are always saying how much we've done for them,
Mm-hmm.
by paving the way. But
Uh huh.
they're doing it for us by
Right.
being 10 years old and coming right out and looking at them and grandma having to deal with it.
Right.
Because
Right.
if she loves her
Well,
daughter or her son and she wants to continue a relationship with them, she has to realize that that's her grandson and she loves him.
but it's not just that. Right. It's not just that if the grandparents love their parents, the kids are coming out to the grandparents, and we always know the grandparents and the kid have a common enemy, the parents.
Yeah. Well, anyway, we just know
Always.
that
So the
usually
younger gen,
grandbabies can do
yeah,
no wrong.
right,
So if my baby loves somebody of the same sex, it must be good.
and right, and that's our generation or their grandparents,
Right.
and so they see us, it's like, oh, I mean, what was also neat sometimes is, I would be, I was out for a long time, I would be out, and if my daughter had any friends who came out, I noticed the parents coming to me and talking with me and being really happy. And I think it's because they saw a future for their gay kid
Yeah.
when they realized, oh,
So Allergic to Stud
yeah,
says her granny thinks she's as sweet as
yes,
pie.
I'm sure she does.
Hey, Krista, thank you for being the latest follower. And Lauren, thank you for being the latest follower. I appreciate you all. And we appreciate all those nice gifts you guys been sending. I've been getting so many kisses and giving so many kisses because every time you send gifts, we give a kiss. Boy, is she wrong. I love that lady, though. Aw,
Wait, what did I miss?
just Granny thinks that he's
Oh,
sweet as pie. Let's see. Some grandparents, unfortunately, are not accepting. We
yeah,
know
I
this, and
know
this is part
that.
of why
I
we're
know
on here every Saturday and Sunday morning at 8 o'clock in the
that.
morning
That's
Eastern
right.
time because we help give what the community needs by
Yeah,
realizing that there's acceptance in people of our age and it's all going to be okay. Hey, TL
yeah,
Jackson, thank you for being the latest. And we've been together, we've been married 3 years.
yeah.
How long? Well, that's back to back, they've asked.
How long you been together? Can see so much love between you.
10 years
How
we've
long
been
have you all been
together.
together? We must have some new folks popping
Yeah,
in
we've been
now.
together
Hey, good
10
morning,
years and
everybody.
we've been married for 3 years now. I'm Edie,
I'm Judy,
and
and
together
together
we're
we're
the
the
Rainbow
Rainbow
Grannies.
Grannies.
Yay! If you're
Hey,
not following us on TikTok, then shame on you. Just shame on you. But if you're not following us from YouTube, you've got an opportunity to go to my profile and click on it. That takes you right over to our YouTube and allows you to subscribe right there. Thank you. Oh, looky, I said
Right.
shame on you. And they're all like, oh, I'll subscribe, Granny. I'm on it. Don't you worry about it. Let's see. Barry the Barber and the Dawn Killer, the Dawn Killer, and Debbie Cobb and Sydney Morris. Thank you
Okay, and
very much.
allergic to studs is same. My mom passed in May. I came out at 19. I'm 34 now. She was so overly accepting. She loved who loved me.
That's right.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So good morning. I love you guys. My first time seeing this, definitely following that PY
Thank you. We
group
come on every
thing.
Saturday and Sunday morning at 8 o'clock in the morning. You know, it amazes me when I see so many people saying, "This is my first time of seeing you," and I wonder, wow,
Uh-huh.
we've been on here for 4 years, four
Yeah,
years, and you
allergic to
say,
stud. I'm also sorry to hear about your mom
yes,
passing recently, and I'm glad that she just championed you. And of course, gotta love the people who love our kids.
hmm
Hey, that one chick says, so we'll talk. After coming out as pansexual and trans, I lost everyone in my family except my nephew. It's streams like this that make all the difference.
well, thank
Wow,
you.
that one chick, I'm sorry to hear about how that went down. And I'm glad that you got your nephew. And this is kind of what Edie was talking about. We come on here to make a safe space here so that, this is the common day bar.
Yeah,
Except we're having breakfast and coffee this morning. Well, it's morning here, it's
and that one
nighttime other
chick, I
places.
mean, it's. I know
Hmm.
exactly what you're saying. I lost quite a few of my family members too, and I don't know if it was with me coming out or what, but it was just like our world went two different directions, and if you couldn't accept who I am and who I'm with, then that was it, you know. But I see where things have changed,
Hmm.
and my family has come around to where,
Hmm.
I mean, if the phone rings, I hear from them, and see them here and there and stuff. So I'm gonna cough again.
So
Excuse
somebody
me.
was asking here about what pansexual means. And no, you're not being rude or anything. It's a good question. Pansexual, as I understand it, I've been taught, is a person falls in love with a person, not with their gender. So it doesn't matter what their gender is. It matters about who the person is. And and it's different than bisexual. Bisexual people are still identifying themselves as being attracted to a particular gender, male or
Excuse me.
female. Pansexual, because also we know the spectrum is very broad now that people are learning more and more and studying more about gender. So you can fall in love with someone who's non-binary, who's trans, who's gender, who's male, who's female, who's maybe the other thing about gender is that gender is so fluid that some people don't even just call themselves as. I heard that trans now is a term used for a broad spectrum of gender.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you have pronouns when somebody say she, them,
Well,
he,
it's
she, them. Them. It's like all the different pronouns. And so if somebody is pansexual, they are attracted to the person. Yeah, I am
and that's why
definitely.
we're here to try to
Yeah,
learn.
yeah.
Everybody learning. You're definitely welcome.
I'm definitely lesbian. If Edie was a man, I would not be in love with her. Maybe the person, but part of what Edie's entire makeup also is being female.
Yeah.
Hmm.
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 I think I could be charming no matter what.
You can be
I
charming
think
no
it.
matter what.
I think it's just a outside. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay. Let's see.
Indeed.
I don't care about what's in the past or how they identify. I care about who the person is. That's all the
So that makes
chaos.
you
And that's talking
pansexual.
about being pansexual. Right. And allergic to studs. Okay, I got it. I didn't want anyone to take what I said wrong. Just wanted to know. Oh, yeah, no, we understand. The only way allergic to studs, I think, when people can take offense is when somebody asks a question rudely. And you all know what I mean.
We're
We all know
drinking.
what we
We're
mean.
drinking O&M coffee today. That's what kind of coffee we're drinking.
Yeah, what coffee
Is
you
there
drinking
any other
today,
kind of
Dave?
coffee?
OMN coffee. Yes, that
Mm.
we are drinking O&M coffee.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I like it so much. I mean, this is true. This is not just I
Mm-hmm.
do like O&M coffee. Which flavor? Do you know what flavor we made today?
Just the regular.
Okay, because they are
Yeah. It's
okay.
delicious. Delicious.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
And so here's another comment. Here,
Do my twin ones?
is asexual. The other one is pan with ace 10 minutes. Okay.
I don't know. We
You've
don't
got,
understand that. Go ahead,
yeah.
read it aloud and see if we can figure it out.
Okay. Do my twins. One is asexual. The other one is pan with ace 10 minutes.
I don't know what that.
So we don't understand what that means, but I'm sure some other folks here do understand because, again, I am over 60. And as much as I try to stay up to date with things, there's a lot going by over my head. So much that goes over. And it kind of surprises me. Tendency. Tendency. Okay.
Hmm. Let's
Christopher,
see.
Christopher says, I'm a lesbian today and gay tomorrow.
Let's see. I don't understand a lot of these new identities meant, but I try to. That's
Right.
from Outer Chaos. You
Right.
know what, Outer Chaos? It is difficult for all of us to try to, but what we're doing is we're trying. You know, we're trying to learn and trying to
Mm-hmm.
figure it out. And these young folks come along and help us.
Yeah.
You know, and that we're
Yeah.
open to it. We're open to
Mm-hmm.
learning, and we're open
Mm-hmm.
to realize we're not just shutting them down saying you're crazy. You're
Yeah.
just
What
crazy.
happened? The world used to just be gay straight. Now
Yeah,
what?
that's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So that one chick says the pansexual slogan is hearts, not parts.
Ah,
There you go.
Dolphin.
What
What
does
does Rainbow
rainbow
Grannies
grannies mean?
mean? Dun dun dun. Oh well.
Rainbow grannies. I mean, how would you? What do you think it means? What does
Yeah.
it mean to you?
Did you want to talk to us? Is that what you needed? Dolphin love? What does dolphin love mean?
That you
I
love
heard about
dolphins?
that. I heard about that. Didn't you hear about that?
No.
You know, like they said when you go swimming with the dolphins, you have to be careful.
Right, because of dolphin love.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
but does that happen often, or does that just happen once and it made the big news, and
how
so they
often
think
do
it's all the
dolphins
time?
want to do
I mean,
that?
they can't be having swimming with the dolphins if they're doing that all the time.
That's true. It would be dangerous. You'd have to sign a waiver.
Yeah,
You know, if a
yeah,
dolphin,
really.
if you get attacked, or what do you,
O and M Coffee says self-explanatory. I
I
think
know.
that's what Rainbow Granny. Thank you. So Mandy says, I have found that it's okay to ask. I work in the university, and a student said, just ask me about it. And Donna and Rhonda are saying we're learning from the new generation.
That's it.
These different identities have always existed. Yeah, they've always existed. We're just learning to use the language,
Right, right.
right?
If a dolphin has
A
a
pink
pink belly,
belly, that means it's breeding time.
ooh,
Get out.
and that means we
Really?
better get out of there, huh? Get out the water. Good morning, grannies.
From
From
Pappy
Pappy Rainbow.
Rainbow.
How you doing, Pappy Rainbow?
Hey, Pappy.
Let's see. I just learned about what pineapple mean. I heard about that too. Let's see. You two are adorable. Thank you. For
Mm,
some, maybe that's
the
the
most
most
action
action.
they've seen in a while. That's what
This is true.
Claudia's saying. That I'm thinking, yep, they turn pink. Oh my.
Wow.
So,
Hey,
I
wait.
mean, I'm never going to want to swim with dolphins, you know?
My belly's pink. What do you think?
See you, folks. We got to go.
Gotta go.
No, just kidding. Don't leave. Don't leave. Just kidding. We're just making a joke here. Uh-huh.
You never know.
Everybody wants to know what pineapple means, but I'm afraid because we've gotten so close to being not just kicked off TikTok temporarily, but to be banned indefinitely. So I think we should leave that one
Yeah,
behind.
so if something happens one time and you don't see us on TikTok because TikTok put us in TikTok jail or whatever,
Hmm.
um, you know, we'll be on Edie and Judy Rainbow Grannies over on YouTube. Can you? Can anybody? I know. Can you believe that?
Hmm. Dan says, I'm going to have to go soon because it's almost midnight and I have school tomorrow. I
Well,
wonder,
go to
Dan,
bed.
how
Go to
you.
bed, Zan. Go to bed now.
Have
Get
a
in
great
there.
day at school this week, Dan.
Get in there. Put your jammer clothes on. Climb underneath the blanket. Turn your phone off because that phone will make you have bad dreams all night long and bother you. Okay? So get in there. Tuck your pillow under your neck. Say night night and go to bed. And if you're not in bed in 15 minutes, I'm coming up them steps. And when I come up them steps, I'm telling you,
You don't want hair
you don't
you
want
don't
me to
want
have to
hair
come.
coming up those steps.
No, you
No,
want to
you
make
don't.
sure you're in
No,
that
you
bed tucked in, sleep, knocked out. I
But
want to hear you
then have a
snoring.
great night's sleep so that you can fund them all so you can tell your friends that you recently came out to that Rainbow Granny, say hey
That's right.
and have a good week.
And say, go to bed.
Okay, I'm not gonna read it out loud, but now I see what pineapple
Yeah,
means.
that's what
Okay.
it means. Uh huh.
Grand gonna come after you, Grand's gonna come
That's it.
after you.
That's right. Don't make me climb them steps.
Oh yeah, really, you don't want to make Grandma
Yeah, if I
eating
come up
Rainbow
them
Granny
steps,
climb
somebody
steps.
getting there,
Oh,
somebody getting a
someone getting
beating,
in trouble.
somebody getting a beating if I have to go up them steps.
Dan said, okay, I will. Okay, let's see. Earring, earring says I have to run errand, but then, oh, thank you for starting my morning off with queer joy.
I'm
That's what we can
glad.
call it, queer
Queer
joy. I
joy.
think you just gave us the name
Thank
for our
you. That's right.
queer
And
joy.
and lady said, don't make me come up there. Thank you for
Oh,
sharing
really?
your queer joy.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Thank you. Well, you know what? I'm going to call it a day where we've got about 10 minutes before we're actually done.
Mm-hmm.
So we can go ahead and say bye to everybody.
All right.
Um, if you got
Yeah,
anything,
because it's
well,
time for Dan to go to bed, but it's probably time for Edie's nap.
no, what I want to do is anybody that has anything you want to talk about real quick, we've got less than 10 minutes to stay on. And so
Mm-hmm.
if you got anything you want to write real quick, good morning. I almost miss seeing you from Sharon. Thank you very much. Anybody, got anything you want to say? Otherwise, Judy will be out of town next Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
She's going up to Boston to hang out with her sister and new niece and everything. And I will be here. I'm not sure if I'm coming on or not. It depends on how I'm feeling. When I come on, though, it'll just be me. So chances are, comb your hair and fix up your background because I'll probably click on and let other people join me on the live so that they can talk and share whatever they have to share. Okay, I just discovered you and I absolutely love you both. Thank you, Otter
Hey, and we
Chaos.
got a hello from Guam.
And oh, I'm so glad I found you, ladies. Thank you, Tracy. Let's see, I have a craft event next Saturday. Well, we'll be here when you get done. You have to tell me what all you sold now you did.
That's
Um,
Sweetie Marie.
please let us know, Edie, for sure. Hey, comb your hair, Wesley, and be ready. Let's see, these grannies have been on my FYP all weekend. Well, here we are, Yolanda. You know, we are, and let's see, O&M Coffee, can you message me about having a rep means? Oh, well, let's see. If anybody needs a rep means, it's us, huh? Let's
Yeah.
see. Are
And
you,
Celia is saying, "Are you here Saturday and Sunday?" And yeah, we
yes.
are. We come Saturday and Sunday morning, 8 o'clock Eastern time for coffee with the Rainbow Grannies. We come on live on TikTok
So make sure you're following
and
us so that you'll get the
YouTube.
notifications.
Right.
You got to make sure you're following so you'll get the notifications. You want to make sure you're following on YouTube too so that you can, right, so you can get the notifications on there too.
And
So just in
yeah,
case.
that one chick. Thank you for hanging out with us too. There, put on the calendar.
Hey, look at there. You guys are so sweet.
Thank you both so much for helping my day start off with joy. And Ash Nana, thank you too.
Oh, it's
Uh,
nice. I think I'm
yeah.
trapped in a screened in room though with a couple mosquitoes.
Oh, oh. They biting you.
Thank you
Because
so
they're not
much
biting me. They must be
for
biting you.
helping me start my day. And the Sweet Marie says, I love our community. It's growing so much. Yes, it is. And
Yeah.
everybody's so sweet. I want to thank the moderators too.
Yes.
You know, because I mean, I
Yes.
know that there's times where it'll roll by so fast and we don't pay
Mhm.
attention to it, you know,
Mhm.
but you
And they're
guys are
playing
on
whack a
it.
mole.
Yeah, you're on there playing
Mhm.
whack a mole. When somebody acts up and says something that's not very nice,
Yeah.
bam, you just take care of them. And I appreciate
Yeah.
it. It's so nice to not for all of us for all the people that enjoy being here for you guys and everybody. It's so nice for us to just be able to relax and talk and not have to watch
Yeah.
hate, you know.
Oh, look at this. You go. Then I do school online, so I don't have to go to bed too early, but I stayed up to watch you tonight.
Zan,
Okay.
didn't I tell you go to bed? Now I don't want to have to tell
I'm
you
sorry
again.
I called you out then, but
Zan, I'm telling you, turn
you
it off
still
right
got to
now.
go to school.
turn
You
off
still got to be awake
turn
in the
off the
morning for that
computer,
school.
turn off the fan, turn off whatever it is, turn it off. Go to bed. Your brain needs rest so that you can be bright and shiny in the morning. Now, I'm telling you, Zan. I mean, I don't. I haven't checked into a plane ticket to Australia, right?
Hmm.
But Zan, if I have to come over there,
And come
I'm
up them
telling you,
steps.
and come up them steps, it is not going to be pretty.
Christopher's gonna get his hair cut before Sunday, Saturday. I mean,
Zan, you
then
don't
I'm
want your
getting ready for
rainbow
bed now.
grannies up them steps. No, you don't. No, you don't. You don't
Yeah,
want it.
Dan's
You,
getting ready for bed now.
that's
He's on
good.
it.
That's good. You put your sweatpants on, your t-shirt, and go to bed. Yeah, and none of that
Uh,
funny business neither. Okay, Granny said, "Don't make her come up them steps. You better listen, Zan." That's what Blue Dream says. You guys are so funny. Okay, hey, well, thank you very much for joining us, hanging out. Hopefully, Brenda, thank you. You
yeah.
are our last
I think I'm gonna go
follower
make them
for
eggs. You
today.
want some over easy eggs this
Let's
morning?
see. I want to make sure that Brenda's the last person that's following for today, just in case
Okay.
anybody else wants to click in there and say, "I'm following Rainbow Granny. I'm on it. I'm here. I'm right here. It's me. I'm here." Okay. Don't pretend to be asleep because Granny knows. Yeah, I know that's right. I'll know. I'll be on it. Yeah, I can tell when I walk past the bedroom door if I don't hear the right kind of breathing.
Bye then.
Claudia, thank you for following. And Abandoned Child, thank you for following. You guys are on it. Okay.
Have a fantastic day, everybody.
Yep.
Bye bye.
Bye. Say bye. Hit the button, Granny.